Welcome! Thank you for joining us for Session 5 of St. Elco's Fire, a lighthearted actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. To catch up on past episodes of St. Elco's Fire, you can visit happyjacks.org/St. Elco's Fire, all spelled out. And to find all of the shows on the Happy Jacks Network, you can visit happyjacks.org/shows. Hi, I'm Kurt. I'm the director. I am also the co-author of this game with my wife, Kate Potts. I'm about to throw it to our cast, which is this wonderful group of players that we have here today. So we'll go in the squares, which goes Dave, Clara, Claire, and Joe. So Dave, how you doing?
I'm all right. I'm awake, and that counts for something. So, I'll be playing tonight, Harold, the super hot goth dude, that is just happy to be with everybody. And who's getting better at magic.
Yeah. Nice. Clara, how are you doing?
Good. I forgot the order that we were going. Also,
That's okay.
Much like my character, I'm playing the jock character, Audrey Ortiz, who might stab more things tonight. But just like her, I cannot remember if we had homework between games. Were we supposed to check in with you about something or like level up? I've forgotten.
Me too.
Okay, cool.
I think I was supposed to look and see if I should have picked a different click. I didn't do that.
I think I was thinking that too, but yeah, anyway.
College is a messy time. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I think your homework was finding out when that thing was where you had to meet your boyfriend.
That's fine. I don't remember anymore.
Which, in game is completely on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just whatever. Anyway, someone else go.
Hey, Claire, how you feeling?
I feel good. Oh, I feel so good. If you are an Android user, and you know how to change the background in the Zoom app on a phone, please send something somewhere where I can find it, because I'm real tired of all y'all being able to see all of this.
That's at CB Dubs on Twitter if you're tech support for Android phones.
Yes, please. At CB Dubs anywhere, or send it to the mailbag here, or put it in the comments on the Twitch. I'm on the Twitch right now.
I want Stu to answer a mail that just says like "P.S." for Claire.
Stu has an iOS. Stu don't know.
On Friday you'll get that email.
Yes,
Friday.
That's amazing.
And I am playing Kaz, who is East German, yeah, and they do not know what cliques they are. They are feeling femme today. They were born E05, assigned female at birth, but they do not feel that they have a gender. But so they are still getting used to their pronouns. But so sometimes they call themselves she. But that is who they are. Yeah.
All right. And last but not least, Joe.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe, and just doing my part to survive 2020. I think I'm doing well.
You made it here tonight, so
if you can ask the question, I think that counts.
So I think we're okay. I think we're almost through. This is like the toughest boss battle ever. So I think the boss of 2020 is like they're slightly wounded at this point.
It's like that Final Fantasy in fights. Like,
yeah,
you beat the boss and you're like, sweet, yeah, all right, we got this, okay.
And then
it comes crawling back up
final
over the
form.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like,
Yeah.
why?
Right.
I'm just waiting for the cutscene where you just sit there and you're like, oh, and this keeps happening.
Yes.
I feel like I've been stuck in a cutscene for a while. So who are you playing tonight, Joe?
I am playing Zachary. He is a rebel, although that might be changing because he's starting to adult a little bit more and he's interested in a certain somebody. And he is also the traveler and he finds himself in and out of very strange situations very quickly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Awesome. I'm super excited. All right. Well, let's get far away from 2020, all the way back to 1987. Last time on St. Elco's Fire, we saw the gang struggling with doing a murder. They had some problems with their feelings. One of them went blind. Harold couldn't see for a little while, so Audrey had to drive him home. And then we see Audrey sneaking him into his house and then climbing out the window, getting caught by his little sister, which she was not happy about. Then back at the murder site, we see Kaz and Zach still trying to figure out how they're going to get home and reluctantly ending up in the same car. But they had a nice, heartfelt talk where they explored some of Zach's past and how people have been being treated. And I think they came to a nice resolution before they made it back. And Zach ended up having to walk home anyways. But on the way, he bumped into Miss Strauss, who had been stood up on a date and offered to take her out for an open mic night and sang, what was that song you sang?
Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Yeah, which totally worked with super intense eye contact.
Yes.
Cut to them giving Seymour terrible dating advice and some good dating advice. Then we see Harold agreeing to take a hot goth girl to an alien sex party concert at Das Bunker. Immediately after that, Kaz gets kidnapped by the Order of the White Wisp, where they're asked to rush a secret society / frat kind of thing. Their first task being to make a magical unicorn that shits all over the Kaimu parade.
And I did what I was asked. I do not know what you want me to do.
Hey, that's on me. Yeah. Then we see Audrey at practice, like super tired. Then we see Harold going out shopping and making the most goth outfit ever. Which, I don't know, you need to post the picture that you put in there on Twitter or something like that so people can see it, because it is an awesome picture.
Put it out there.
Then we see Zach talking to Mr. Larson about dark magic and how it's more misunderstood than an evil, and getting handed a I love that face. For the listening audience, Clara was not convinced. Then we see him being handed a spell book with a couple of dark magic spells, which clearly was an interesting proposition for Zach. Because when we find the gang later at Debbie's diner trying to sort out everything that they've uncovered, going through the books of the fairy smuggling circle and the trying to find out what's happening with this teacher cult, we see Zach pull out the book, and everyone gets a little like drawn to it, except for our mage, who is nice. Again, for the listeners, there's a book. Then we see the mage. The mage's familiar wisp, like blinking, no, don't touch it, it's bad. Before the tracking device that was tracking Mr. Larson goes off as his car drives by. And so they all rush outside to go and chase after Mr. Larson, only to be stopped by a certain someone from the other night waiting for them. And then vampire teeth flash. I wear my sunglasses at night plays, and we cut to right now. It's happening. That happens, and then the show carries on in that scene.
And Kaz runs their smart mouth at someone.
So that's it. That we see the group doing their like getting into battle pose. I believe Audrey was drawing the unicorn dagger out of her backpack.
I'm gonna gonna do all the murders this game. All murders all the time.
All the murders.
My wisp is just like getting a little higher and a little bigger and like
I love the angry happy
Aggro
wisp. Aggro happy
Angry
wisp.
happy.
Awesome. So with that, what do y'all do? You're standing before a person with vampire fangs who's just floated up off the ground.
I'm upset personally because Clara, as a player, never likes fighting where they can talk their way out of a situation, ever. And
but you played yourself, son. You made a character that likes to fight.
yeah. How far off the ground is this vampire?
Oh, he's just like he's like 6 inches off the ground.
Oh, that's nothing.
It was just enough so that
okay.
like everybody knew he could fly.
It's
Am I-
intimidation, not.
Yeah, it was an intimidation tactic. However,
So he's just doing David Blaine. That's nothing.
yeah, he does start in control of this scene, which means that any actions you take against him will be at -2 until you can
Interesting.
get control of the scene.
So here's the thing. I have a thingy. What are
You
they
have a
called?
thingy?
Feet? I don't know.
Strength?
Strength. And it says that if there is any question as to, it's quick, and if there's any question as to who goes, it's me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to throw this to the rest of the group. Before I do a murder, would anyone like to talk to the vampire?
No.
I might get myself killed. This happens. But, like, before that happens.
No,
Okay,
Zach's,
cool.
Zach's good. Yeah. Let's kill somebody.
So, yeah, I guess.
Again, Clara does not want to do this. Clara
Okay,
wants to kind of do
yeah.
this.
This dude has this dude has the rolled up sleeves.
Yeah.
He's got the sunglasses and he's got the popped up collar.
Yeah.
Which immediately makes him my favorite enemy. I think Zach should get a bonus rolling against this guy.
I mean,
put that out there.
that would be I think that under normal circumstances that would be true. However, you are currently not in control, and so if you can take control
Fair
of the
enough.
scene in some
How do we
manner.
wrest control of the scene just to make sure?
So you'd have
do this
to
right.
like make a case for how you want to do that, and then you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
roll to see if you can achieve that. So it's just an action roll like normal, but the
Yes.
circumstances would have to turn the favor of this fight into your hands.
Interesting.
Narrative
That
question.
is to say that 4 against 1 is not a fair fight for you.
I have a narrative question just for the world building.
Yeah.
Do we know about vampires, or are they kind of in the same category as unicorn or fairy creatures?
They're in that same category. Like you probably don't know
Okay.
a lot about vampires.
I can't
Okay.
not laugh when Joe says unicorn.
It's hard.
What? They're a thing. They're absolutely a thing now.
I know, and it's just funny
Zach has
because
done a lot of
Zach's-
growing, and
Okay, all right.
okay, okay, cool. That's what I
So-
need to know.
So is Audrey gonna do a thing?
I'm gonna wreck it.
Okay.
I'm gonna wreck it.
That's why I sent that gif earlier today. I was like, yep, I don't like what I'm doing either, but let's fucking do this.
Everybody stand back. She's gonna do a murder.
Just as a recap, this guy just threatened us, right? He said he has
He did.
video
So
footage of
sorry,
us.
the
He
thing that he said
did.
is that he has video footage of all of you doing a murder, and that he's blackmailing you to go and get him fairies so he can eat them.
I don't have the time. I am doing this to defend my
Everything about
fucking
this guy.
schedule.
I'm sorry, but
That's-
my dance card is full. You have to take a fucking number, vampire.
That's essentially where I'm at. Oh my goodness! I try to even figure out how I'm gonna do what I need to do here.
So if you want to
Pure
just
rage.
attack this dude, you probably are rolling something like bod. Tell me what it looks like. Tell me what you're trying to do.
Okay.
I guess everyone should set their emotional state at the top of this scene. How's
I've
everybody
gone-
feeling?
pure red. We're going full rage. My schedule has been completely tarnished by the prospect of having to go take on this stupid task.
I can't keep the colors and the feelings in my brain, but I think
If
I
you-
just passed the
That's
list.
all right. We can
If
do
you
a quick
hover over
recap.
it shows you as well. But for the listeners,
That is also true. But for the listeners,
Oh.
red is wrath and passion. It's it's like a really hot, heated emotion. It's also heat and fire if you're doing magic. Orange is aggressive or vigilant. So it's I know what needs to be done and I'm gonna make sure it happens. It's also telekinesis, your will made manifest in the world. Yellow is joy or optimism. It's not knowing what comes next with the expectation of a positive outcome. It's also conjuration, the birth of an idea. Green is peaceful and transformation and nature magic. Blue is surprise, scared, or it's also illusions. If you're creating something, it's the expectation of a negative outcome, not knowing what happens and expecting something bad to happen. Indigo is sad or remorseful, as well as enchantment, so like mental magic. And violet is unfeeling and detached. It's also cold, ice, and curses.
so using that delightful red wrath,
Mhm.
I think Audrey. I just could not keep any of my characters for all my games straight in my head for a second and almost just picked a name. Audrey. I've asked this before. I'm sure there's like a symbol, kind of like crossing yourself, that one would do for the warrior. Yeah.
I think we came up with one, but I don't remember what it was.
My brain said Wakanda forever, and I don't know that that's.
I don't think
correct.
that's it.
No.
No,
I did say that. I
Oh,
think
no, I
you
think-
ended up doing something though.
I think it's something
else.
closer to like a shield bash. So
Yeah,
like,
you
Yeah.
bash. Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
like straight up and then like. on
Yeah.
the-
Like the Knights of Arendelle fighting
Yeah.
out, trying to taunt the big rock guys.
It's almost like the
Yes.
people's elbow or something. Like,
Yeah.
like one of those things.
It's the
Yeah.
people's elbow. That's the warrior symbol. That's
Yeah.
definitely
I think
everyone's world is their own.
I think it's just. I feel like it's a pretty common just jock thing to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Audrey just does a quick one, and I feel like everyone who's met her before is like, this probably means shit's going down. And if I'm rolling against the vampire, you said I'm at a -2.
Yes. Yes. You're
That's-
gonna roll
I-
these
Do the
dice
thing.
at -2.
I subtract 2, or I am down 2 steps as far as
You
dice.
subtract 2 from the end result of both dice.
Okay, then I'm using motor.
Okay.
And we are going to just full on flying leap at him, almost like wushu movie style.
Okay.
There's definitely wire work involved, but
Okay.
not to murder, but just to threaten with the unicorn dagger, which I feel like is pretty good against vampires.
Okay. So what's your if this goes well, where do you want to end up? Are you trying to
I would like to have him a little restrained with the dagger in a threatening position, whether that's behind with it in front or
Are you trying
against-
to take control of the scene then?
pretty much.
Okay. Sure.
Because
Yeah,
I
you
would
could-
like to put it. I would like to get him in a non-threatening position
Yeah, you could try
and
that.
not kill him.
All right,
This
let's
is
see
my
what-
compromise to myself.
Let's see what the dice say. I think the risk is that you get hurt.
Okay, and if I'm rolling red and I'm doing kind of a red action, or
Then you
I
roll
don't
a
know,
d8, but you mark
I'll
stress.
take stress. Okay. Okay, everything's fine. This is a good idea, and I don't regret anything I've done. I regret everything I've done.
What'd you get?
I can spend heart to reroll, right?
As long as it's not snake eyes.
I got a 2 and a 1, so I can
Hey,
spend heart to
you can
reroll.
spend
right?
hard to re-roll it.
Cool, because I think I started. Jeez, why do people let me do things? Both or just the one?
You can re-roll both of them, yeah.
Thank you.
We legit mechanically don't have a way to stop you.
5.
Okay, you got
5 and a
five?
2. So 5 and a
Yeah,
2. I don't know
it's
if
much
there's anything
better.
added.
Well, 5 on the die?
Yeah.
Okay, so a 3.
So 3. Oh, god damn it, you're right.
Do you want to keep the 3?
I have to, unless otherwise it's a 0.
You can spend hard to re-roll again.
I don't trust my dice.
Okay. So So then, I think what happens is you leap at him, and faster than you can move, he dodges like to the side. He like does the shutter step kind of thing to the side, and then grabs your wrist above the unicorn dagger and throws you through the car window that you were jumping at because he was
That's
standing in
fine.
front of a car.
That's fine. This is fine.
So you are going to take the condition.
Through
I
a car.
think it's going to be shredded because
Sure.
you're going through a window, like a windshield.
Yeah, that'll do it. Bod or motor?
This is probably on bod.
Okay.
You can say as if and try to resist that condition and say, I don't want to take that. Because that's a pretty gnarly one. That's going to be hard to get rid of.
I mean, I assume a quick trip to the hospital and or a lot of bandages will do it, but it kind of fucks me over for this scene.
Well, I mean, you just have it on. Yeah, you have it on bod for this scene.
Yeah, I'll keep it for now. We'll see.
Okay. Well, you can only resist it at this moment. You can't try to come back and resist it later.
Here's the thing. I roll like shit.
Okay. So
Well, it's not going to get like even if you fail to resist it, it's not going to get worse.
True. I'll do it. Let's say as if. Let's see.
and
if
the
I can-
roll just determines how much of your heart goes away.
And that's still a d6, right?
No, you roll
Or
bod.
that's
Oh yeah,
still,
so
that's
a
my
D6.
that's my d6.
Yeah.
That's a 4.
Okay. You can also roll the emotion that you're feeling about this. Probably
Still red.
red. You don't take stress to resist conditions.
That's a 6
Okay.
on a d8.
So a 6 gets you. I think it's 2 heart, but let me make sure.
Am I fine?
Let's see. On a 4 to 7, you did. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Clearing conditions. Nope, that's not it. Heart resistance rolls.
I wanted
4 to 7 is
jock.
2 heart, so you lose 2 heart.
That's fine. I'll bully someone and get it back.
Yeah.
I would like a jock condition that's just walk it off.
So you actually don't take the condition at all.
Oh, fun.
So describe what it looks like. He throws you at this windshield. What is how does it look cool? Like, what cool thing do you do to keep from going through the windshield?
Oh no, I think she goes through the windshield, but I think it's a very like this is sort of an action scene from a movie. So very Buffy like in that like she goes through and then she just gets up and brushes herself off like
It's totally fine. It was
It's
sugar
fine.
glass. You're gonna be fine.
yeah, it's sugar glass. I'm not pretending that I'm
One of
not
those-
playing Buffy.
One of those newfangled cars with actual safety glass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are in the car then, but you are not
Yeah.
shredded.
Yeah.
What does anybody else do?
Is this guy still wearing his sunglasses?
Yes.
Unless anybody else has a thing they want to do first, Zach's gonna basically charge with horns out, and he's gonna try to knock those sunglasses off.
Okay.
He's just
If,
going for his face. It's
Yeah.
a very uncoordinated, unspecific lunge toward his sunglasses.
If Kaz has a
Literal bull
react
rush.
to that, to seeing what Zach is doing, they're gonna throw up a wall behind the vampire.
Oh, so he
just-
can't like.
and so he takes more damage like hitting the wall behind him too.
Sure. So that sounds like you're helping.
Yes.
So probably roll, since you're doing magic, go ahead and roll your yellow emotion to add to, and that die is one of the ones that can go along with Joe's dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means
And then Joe, what are you rolling with?
So I'm going with motor, but I roll motor at 1 step higher, so that's a D8.
Sure.
And I'm gonna go with orange. I feel like this is very aggressive, very kinetic. I'm kind of like launching myself as a projectile kind of thing.
Yeah, sounds right.
Okay.
I get one higher because of yellow.
Ooh. I'll take all the bonuses.
So I'm a D8.
I've got a 3 on both dice.
Oh, okay.
I've got a 4.
Okay. So at -2, that's still a 2. You can spend heart to re-roll, Joe, if you
I'm
want.
gonna spend heart and re-roll. Let's try this again. Once more with feeling. I got an explodey 8 on this one.
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Nice. Okay, so 10 total?
-2.
Yeah.
So 12? 10. Yeah.
So 10? Okay, cool. So you get what you want, and you do not suffer any risk. So what was your goal here? Was it to take control of the scene?
Yes, I want to knock off those stupid sunglasses.
Okay, so I think while he's like looking down at Audrey, kind of, he's probably gloating. Like, you know, he's probably like, really? That's all you can muster? And then you just like, what happens?
I think the audience sees Zach take a few steps back, and then in like a split second, he's out of the frame, and we cut to this dude, and there's a wall of shimmering energy behind him, and it's just like direct cut to impact. And the glasses fall to the floor, and then we cut back to Zach standing, and like kind of like we get the impression that he's just rammed him like a cannonball. And he's got his horns out, and the sunglasses are on the ground, and Zach's gonna pick up those sunglasses.
Nice. What's the like one-liner Zach gets off?
It's fucking nighttime.
He stole the fuck.
he
that was early to spend that fuck.
Yeah.
I've been
Good
saving up
worth
for
it.
that one.
It was worth it.
and he
Sometimes you reach into the wallet and that's the first one out.
That's awesome. And yeah, so he like slams against this wall, and the glasses fall, and he like we see in like slow motion, he looks surprised that someone was able to hit him, and then by the time it comes back to you know saying it's fucking nighttime, he's like, all right, fine, I didn't want to have to do this, but I have been following some of you, and I brought some friends. Well, some of your friends. And he like whistles into his hand, and a couple of your classmates step out from behind the side of the diner.
Vampire classmates.
And
Do we recognize anyone?
At the very least, they're like Thrally
Thrall
Renfield classmates.
Okay.
You do know from the brief interaction you've had with this dude, he does have weird magic eyes. Anyway, so these so Seymour and Tina step out from the side of the diner.
Oh.
And I think Seymour is like holding a golf club, and Tina is like doing like starting to conjure some sort of spell or something like that.
And they're facing off against us?
Yeah. And they both charge whoever's not the closest person, which would probably be Kaz at this moment.
Yep.
So I'm going to say, Kaz, you got to do something to get out of the way or stop them because they're running at you.
I'm going to try and push myself like far enough away. Like I'm going to try and dash out of the way, but like push myself along with magic.
Okay. So you do like yeah, that sounds cool.
So like, what would that be? Like telekinesis?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, and I am feeling very agitated, which I put on orange because I'm like, like I'm, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know what I am, but I'm prepared to fight flyer fawn.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're rolling your current emotion and you're doing magic, then this is probably gonna cause you stress and a condition.
Oh, great. Cool.
But you do get to roll that D8, and you can roll mental instead of motor if you want, because you're doing magic to get out of there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll roll a D8. So two D8. Okay. No. 2D10. No, 1D8, 1D10. Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, it did not understand me. Sorry, I'm using a dice roller instead of my dice because my dice are loud.
That's okay.
7.
7. Okay. So, I think what happens is you duck out of the way of Seymour, who charged you. As he gets close to you, you can see that his face doesn't look like he doesn't look like Seymour usually looks really kind of nervous or agitated, and this version of Seymour is sort of like not there, right? Like he's sort of detached or he's just sort of out of it, right? But he's moving swiftly, and he charges you with a golf club, and you just like out of the way with this flash of orange telekinesis that like moves your body over. But you do catch a condition because it wasn't a complete success. So I think Tina is able to do something with her. She was casting a spell. And so I think when you get to the spot where you ended, she does whatever spell they use to like throw cheerleaders really high and like launches you up into the sky. So you are falling.
I'm falling.
Yeah. Which that's going to resolve really quickly and probably turn into something else.
I was going to say as if
Okay.
and spend a heart.
So yeah, if you say if you're resisting that, you can go ahead and roll. Actually, the other thing is Harold can see this happen and jump in too, if that's something you want.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because you can glimpse tragedy.
Yeah, well, I could try. All right. I think I'm just gonna try and like step in and like perform like a grab before like you get hit with the like launch spell, but I'm gonna like grab an arm and stop you from being flung into the sky instead.
I like it.
Yeah.
Simple yet elegant.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Well, I want to save my magic because I got an idea for magic in a second.
So you managed to help resist this condition. So you grab on and like, it's just a 5, so it probably doesn't look super like.
No,
super
it's probably like
flashy.
super awkward. Like it's absolutely like for a second it looks like Kaz is my umbrella that has blown inside out in a rainstorm, and I'm just like like struggling not to let it fly away and hit some casual pedestrian.
Quite
Nice.
evocative. Well done.
So yeah, I don't look graceful about it at all. Like my feet scuff along the ground. Yeah, it's not pretty, but it worked. So all right.
That's awesome. So what do you do? What do you do after that, Harold?
So now that he doesn't have any sunglasses on, I think it's time that I work on some of my new magic powers. And I am going to make an illusory yet extremely real ball of sunlight.
Okay.
Yes.
Like just make like a, hey, guess what? This is like full spectrum UV ball of, I don't know if this actually works on vampires, but I've seen enough movies by now. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna try to burn him with what you can muster as sunlight.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Like, yeah.
Freaking love that.
Because I just took the level 102 blue power to make my illusions way more realistic.
Illusion boost. Nice.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to try.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! What happened?
Oh,
no.
Is it what we think it is?
Is it box? Is it?
Yeah. I can't use any
Oops.
hearts.
It's Snake Eyes.
Oops.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean,
On a D6
fine.
and a D8, like that's
Oh, no.
man.
so you want to blast him with realistic sunlight And I mean, I feel like it's harsh, but you're blinded.
Again. That's just my thing. Oh man.
I think what happens is like you do the spell, right? But you get the targeting wrong, and you're picturing it so perfectly in your mind that you just end up showing it to yourself, and it just like blow out your corneas again. Unless you want to be like, no, that doesn't happen.
Well, can I do an as if on that?
Yeah, you can resist that condition.
You have the heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the game of
All right.
as ifs.
Yeah, I mean, I got to do that. Like, this is too early for me to be.
Blinded in a fight.
Well, hold on.
Yeah,
Can we
it's like-
as if encountering this vampire?
We will spend all of our collective hearts.
Can we
I
go back
feel
and
like-
as if me mouthing off to him?
I was gonna say, I think there were several steps between where we're at now and where we were that we could have maybe stopped this.
Yeah, let's.
Uh,
Can we as if Zach ditching that day?
Oh my gosh. I didn't have these powers then. I can do this now.
You ever,
The
like,
mechanics
look
weren't
back on-
engaged yet.
Yeah.
So real quick, I'm sorry. What do I have to roll for as if again?
Okay, so if you were resisting a condition, which this would be a physical condition, you're rolling bod and
Okay.
whatever emotion you feel right now.
Laughter? Oh wait, no, not us, the player.
Well, I think I'm doing this because I'm scared. So. All right, I'll take a 5.
Okay, cool. So a 5 means it costs you 2 heart. You resist the condition no matter what. The downside to if you would have to pay heart and you can't, you're taken out of the scene.
Okay.
That's the
Ever.
Okay. So you resist the condition, which means that doesn't happen. So you probably conjure some sort of illusion, but it just doesn't have the effect that you were hoping for.
Like, I see it about to go bad, aimed at me, and then I just fizzle
Dissolve
it
it.
away.
Dissipate it, yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like you're powering up for a second, and then nothing happens. And the camera pans around to Kaz and is like, what do you do?
Well, I try to as if the try to as if flying into the air.
You did not. He was
no.
able to prevent that from happening.
Okay.
That's why he was able to catch you. So Harold is a celestial, which means they get prophetic visions of bad things happening to their friends, and they can try to intervene.
Oh, okay.
So
So
he
he did that before.
Yeah, so it didn't actually happen. Like you didn't. He grabbed you before you were flying up into the air.
Oh, okay. Okay. So in that case, they're running. So now where am I and where
You're over by Harold. Seymour just swung at you, and from what you can tell, someone tried to cast a spell on you to like launch you into the sky, but Harold held you down.
Okay. I'm going to try and put a wall between me and Seymour.
Oh, cool. Okay. So
Yeah. So that would be what, yellow and
yeah, you're conjuring a wall. So
mental?
yeah, mental makes sense.
Okay. So that's 2d10. 8.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
so you don't suffer any conditions for that, and you manage to generate a wall. So there is now a wall between you and Seymour, meaning you are not going to be a threat to Seymour. Is this what's the wall look like?
It's it's I didn't have time to really like visualize it. So it's basically just like a glass wall, but it's yellow. So like you can see through it. It's just a big like it's a barrier.
Force
Okay.
field.
So it's
Yeah.
just like a like a
Yeah.
big yellow wall. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And
So
think of like the lantern core, like how their manifestations are their color and kind of see through. It's like that but yellow.
that is exactly how I picture conjurations in this game. So yeah,
Awesome.
that's awesome. Okay, cool. And that's a way better way to explain it than the way I've been trying to explain it as yellow glass. Yeah, it's you're a lantern. All right. Sweet. So Audrey, what do? You are in a car.
beyond contemplate my life choices up to this moment.
Because you got all of those references, didn't you?
Yeah. No, I did. I like Green Lantern. Audrey's sort of just like, you ever, like, I feel like there's an alternate opening to this episode where she's just sitting in a pile of glass in the car, like, you ever wonder how you get into these situations? But
let's be clear, Audrey is like the Veronica Mars of this show.
Yeah, you're the Buffy, yeah.
Yeah, Buffy, Veronica Mars are actually like touchstones I was thinking of with her. But she does clamber out of the car. Okay, so we have two options. One, we continue fighting the vampire and our friends. And two, we maybe try to break up all of this fight. And so like what we could do is, I don't know how I want to do this in a sufficiently Audrey-like way.
So what are you hoping to accomplish?
I would like to, okay, so like the idea I was thinking is figure out a way to make it sound like the cops are coming.
Oh, okay. So, I mean,
and break up the fight.
Yeah.
This seems,
you can definitely attempt to generate an illusion that makes like sounds.
Yeah, it's just not quite what I'm good at. So we're going to do it and I'm going to fail at it and it's going to be hilarious, I think is the answer. Or I could go inside. I try to get inside and call the cops.
And like actually call the police.
And actually call the police.
You have home turf advantage because it's your diner.
It is. Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Excuse me while I run back inside.
So you just book it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I think you are going to have to roll to run back past him because he's going to try to fight you and not let you get away.
That's fine. Why not? I'm feeling still pretty aggressive. I can move to orange, but I don't really think I need to.
Well, you move after you roll the dice. So if
Yeah.
you roll a die that is not your current emotion, you move one towards it.
Awesome. But I was going to say, since this is just is this just a straight up motor roll or do I need to also roll?
No, motor and an emotion.
All right, well, let's move to orange anyway because, yeah. That's low key how I'm feeling, but whatever. Okay, I can do this. Don't fuck me. Motherfucker!
Oh,
mine.
no.
It's not Snake
Something
Eyes.
fucked.
It's
Well-
not Snake Eyes.
Okay.
Hold on. I have all new dice I can deal with, but in the meantime, it was a 2 and a 1, and
Okay.
I am at 2 heart, so I kind of need those for not dying.
Okay.
I'm
So,
just gonna
I
take
say
the
save
2.
Okay. So
yeah.
here's a friendly reminder that anytime you keep a result that is 3 or less, you get XP.
Thank God.
So you're getting something out of it.
I am rocking the XP here.
So you go to book it past, and that this is like definitely like you fail and something bad happens, so you don't get away and you take a consequence. Which
Yeah,
I think
it's fine.
I think what happens is he grapples you.
I was gonna say, am I grappled? Are we going into grappling rules?
So you start to run away, and then you feel this like iron grip hit your. I'm trying to think of how the move would go, but he's holding you in such a way that he has a hand free to push your head to one side to expose your neck.
Aw, man. Vampire bullshit.
And
okay.
he's looking at the rest of your friends, and he says, "You didn't have to make me do this." And then he bites you.
God damn it!
Oh man, does Zach have a window to do something before that, or is that something that needs to happen?
Technically, the only one who could intervene would be Harold, because
Zach
Lynn's
has
tragedy.
Zach has the spend a heart to appear anywhere.
You could definitely appear somewhere, but it would be after she's been bitten.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, I was
You
gonna
could see that
Can
and like
I-
show up.
just
Can I
switch
make
places.
a roll to like let Zach know?
Sure.
Like, can that
Yeah.
be my intervention?
Yeah.
Because
So
I
you're
feel
telling-
like he's more equipped to actually help.
Okay, so you're telling Zach, hey, get up there. He's gonna bite Audrey or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see this. It can be traumatic, which is why you have to roll psych to be able to tell Zach to do that, and that'll give you the chance to intervene.
Okay.
Cool.
This is
That's
fine. I definitely planned on all of this tonight.
I got a 7.
Okay, cool. So you
I
are
I
able-
think I probably see it happen in my mind's eye, and then I like just turn and I see that Zach is closest, and I'm like, dude, stop him! Like, completely lose my mind. Like, just like, yeah, vampire. Yeah.
Okay.
Please don't make me
Okay.
change my click to goth.
So because you're not you didn't get an 8, so I think I'm gonna offer Zach a choice. You can take Audrey's place, and so when he goes with, like, he was gonna grab Audrey, but instead he ends up grabbing you and is now biting your
Right.
neck.
Yeah.
But I think
or was there?
no, because that didn't take away the condition. I think you should be able to take away the condition, right? So maybe you have to roll to actually, like, get there in time and not take a condition of your own. But no one's getting bitten
Okay.
because he did spend the thing to prevent it. Because you have to spend heart to do
so-
that, right?
I'm spending a heart to
No,
to do
I
a
think,
thing about.
No, yeah,
Harold.
that was my last heart. I haven't updated it yet.
Okay, cool. So no one's getting bitten, but let's see if you
Gotcha.
can, like, prevent this without
Let's see
anyone
what.
getting hurt.
Okay, let's see what the rule says. Motor and thinking it'll still be. I'm thinking it'll still be orange, but I can't do orange because I did a magic there, right? Is that how that works? So I would go probably go red right now.
Okay.
Kind of mad at this whole situation. Okay. So my highest is a 6.
Okay. So I think you managed to get there in time to, like, get between them. No, I don't think anyone is grappled. But you are all sort of, like, holding each other's arms, right? So you're kind of locked in combat with the three of you. So that happened. I'm just trying to think of who has not done anything next. Well, you know what? What does Kaz do?
Kaz kind of sees that the grappling is happening, and Kaz wants to assist, but they don't know how. Can they, like, I don't know, put like a plate on Audrey's neck or something, like just conjure, like,
What's that thing called? The piece of armor that goes around your neck.
A
gorget.
Gorget.
Yes. Sure, you can conjure a gorget for Audrey.
Alrighty. Conjuring is yellow. Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's your bag.
Right. That's my bag. Okay, and so it would normally be D12, so it's 10. And is that mental as well, or is that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, so 2D10.
Sorry for dice ASMR.
9.
9. All right.
9.
So no consequences, and you do it. So a yellow gorget appears around us. You get some neck armor,
Awesome.
Audrey.
Weird, but awesome.
Does that mean I get to take control of the scene too?
So no one was in control of the scene.
Okay.
If you'd gotten a 12 plus, I think maybe you could take control of the scene there. I think if you want to take control, you have to say, "I am trying to take control of the scene."
I'd like to take control of the scene.
Okay, so then you probably have to choose between generating armor there or like becoming.
Oh well, then I'm making the armor.
Okay, so you just can't be bitten on your neck. is
This
the
is
benefit
fine.
of that armor. There's no way that he can bite through it. I think what does Harold do next?
I'm spectacularly flummoxed about the vampire. I feel like I want to try again, right? Like I want to shine my light into his face.
Okay.
Can I? But I can't do that because I already did magic in that color, right?
No, you can keep doing it. You just are going to take a condition because you have stress there and you can't mark it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Check. Okay.
How many mental condition or emotional? You've got plenty of space for emotional conditions.
Oh yeah. I haven't. Like, I didn't take conditions before. Right? It was just.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Lucky.
I think the risk here is that you blind your friends too, like in addition to.
I shall not do that because I got a 12.
Oh hell yeah!
Ooh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you get more than you were hoping.
Yes. So I just essentially like. I think it's like, because like in this case now my friends are all around him. Like I know it has to be super directed, so this time it's gonna be like one of those. Okay, I always describe it as those X-Files flashlights, right? They had those bulky chunk flashlights, but they put out like this amazing beam of light
Yeah.
for the 90s. Like I was always like, how is that flashlight? I wanted to get one because they were so cool. Now like we have them and they're made from LEDs and they're very small, but like in terms of 80s tech, it's like a big lantern thing that then I just aim right at the dude's face.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So I think you're definitely going to inflict a condition or two. So I'll give you a choice. You can inflict 2 conditions on this vampire, or you can clear all the stress on blue, and just inflict the 1 condition.
No, we're gonna go all the way
Okay.
for 2.
So you get to tell me what they are. What are these 2 conditions that he takes?
How about Kentucky Fried? And maybe like afraid? Like
Oh, yeah,
could
like
it be like yeah,
scared?
like
Mm.
yeah.
Like
Because it's
spooked?
like this is a visceral thing that is apparently able to hurt vampires, like the sun.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. So yeah, so he is Kentucky Fried and Spooked. So I think he lets go of your arms and starts to like fly backwards a little bit. What does Zach do?
Zach is gonna shout out, Seymour! We haven't really known each other a long time, but I think we can really be good for each other. I think there's still time for us to fix this. Be with us now. And
Bold
so
move, Bob.
and then Zach is gonna unfurl his jacket, and he's talking about, of course, Seymour the cat. And Seymour comes up on his shoulder, and it's doing like a battle pose, which accomplishes nothing other than piss off the actual Seymour that's in the scene. I want to see if doing that snaps the actual Seymour out of his trance.
Like if it makes him
By
mad
reminding
enough
him
that he
of-
forgets about the vampire.
Right, just reminding him of how much he hates us.
Oh my god.
To snap him out of his trance.
Okay, roll sway.
Okay.
I'm gonna say with +2 because that is hilarious.
It's at a D. Yes. An 8.
An
is my
8.
highest.
All right.
Yes.
So you hear an exasperated, "He named the cat Seymour!"
Yes. I'm so happy right now.
So Seymour seems to have snapped out of it, at least enough to know that he's mad at you. I don't know if that stops him from charging you with a golf club. It probably not this moment.
Okay, cool.
Are you talking, Dave?
Sorry, I was talking to a child that came out to ask me a question.
Oh, okay. So what does Audrey do now?
Just hold on. I think I'm gonna continue with my original plan,
Okay.
but oh god. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We're headed to. We're gonna get back into the diner and call the cops.
Okay.
Or bouncer, whatever happens first.
Sure. I think you have to get by Tina.
Okay. I'm fine with this. I full on plan on shoving her with as much warrior strength as possible. See if
Okay.
she'll go flying. It's fine. There's I'm gonna assume that's a bod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I can't remember what emotion I'm at anymore. I forgot to track the last one. I think I'm just bouncing
It
back
moved
and
you
forth.
into orange last
Yeah.
time, so if this is red, then it'll move you up. If you're rolling orange, then you mark stress.
I feel like I'm just bouncing back and forth between orange and red, basically, and I'm okay with that. But we're gonna roll red and roll. Because I feel like Audrey's just that. How long can one sustain being pissed is the question.
Mm-hmm.
And in my experience, a very long time.
Yeah.
Wow. 4. Jeez.
I mean, that's
I feel
enough
like-
to get by her, but you do take a condition. So
That's fine.
okay, so I think how's your hair?
Probably up. Like,
So I think she tries to hit you with some sort of weird magic or something like that, and she ends up just clipping you, but it dyes your hair like a terrible orange color.
this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, no, I love that.
So that'd
Weird,
be a
but
condition
fine.
on glam.
Yep. Oh, man, it's not like we have an event anytime soon, like Friday, that we all have to look decent for.
Right. And it's
What?
it's super easy to get the dye, a glamour out of your hair.
Yeah. We're gonna find that out soon.
But you make it into the place. So, and once you're inside, you're you work here, so you have no trouble finding a phone and dialing the police station.
Yeah, and I think also probably tell the manager the same thing. Like,
What
Shit's
do
going
you
down
tell
outside?
them?
hi, some people have attacked. There's someone attacked my friends outside and is still is attacking our friends outside, and just because I don't know quite where the diner is, but I'm assuming every once in a while you get weirdos in the parking lot, and I'm sure that it's not the first time we've had a tussle in a parking lot.
Yeah,
But
sure.
it's definitely probably the first time I've had a vampire in the parking lot, and then I don't want to explain that. So
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just explained that there is a tussle in the parking lot, and do you call the cops or do you tell the manager to do it?
I'm gonna call the cops.
Okay. So then you're in there for a bit while you try to get through to
Yeah.
the station, and yeah. Okay. Cool. So back outside, I think Tina turns to see who's closest to Tina now. Probably Kaz or Harold.
I haven't moved a whole lot. I've mostly been moving things around me. So I'm roughly where we were when we started.
Okay, so you're probably in the middle of the parking lot. I envision Zach on the hood of the car that Audrey got thrown into, and the vampire sort of floating a little bit above Zach, away from him, above the car. So you two
Okay.
are probably standing in the middle of the parking lot. There's a big yellow wall. I think Tina comes around the wall and is she saw your conjurations, and she's like, could it have been you? And then like she throws, like she conjures some like unicorn poo looking thing and like throws it at you.
I duck around the other side of the wall.
Okay.
I counter.
Yeah. So that sounds like Motor.
Okay. What did I put in Motor? Dump stat. Okay, not quite a dump stat, but Motor and no magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but you do get an emotion. It's just not, you're not using magic.
2.
You got a
Oh, wait.
2?
Oh, I get an emotion.
Yeah.
Okay, so D8. Uh, 5.
Okay. So I think you like having to run like around the wall. You end up getting really close to the like vampire confrontation, and I think you bump into the car. So I think Zach is gonna take like unsteady. Like I think
Okay.
you're like about to fall. And the vampire is gonna look down at Zach and say, "If this is really how you want to play this, I always get what I want. I'll be back." And he is gonna try to fly away.
Can I do something?
You can
Or
try.
do we want to resolve this here? What do y'all think? Should we let him get away?
I think he's kicking our asses, and we probably shouldn't have tried to take him on this early.
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
If I can metagame for 5 seconds, I think the director has been trying to point to the fact that we're overmatched at the moment.
I think what I'd like to
Hey,
do
you
is Zach
Kentucky
is
fried
just,
him. He's spooked.
I'm gonna. Okay. Seymour's my friend. Seymour's one of us. You don't get to hurt me or Seymour. Do you hear that? You don't get to do anything bad to Seymour. Seymour's one of us. And Zach is going to throw Seymour the cat as a projectile. The intent here is to get. I'm trying to get either a condition on him or to get some way of figuring out where he's keeping our tapes.
Okay.
Like, I'm not trying to end the fight, but like, I feel like we should at least get a beat on, does he have our tapes or is he just giving us shit?
Okay. I think if you're trying to get him to like give too much information or something like that, it's probably sway. If you're trying to use your magical cat to do something like that, then you're probably rolling.
I don't think of the cat as like any kind of bonus. I think like everything I would do, unless you want to create a rule for that. But I think this really is just.
You're kind of bonded to this cat. If you want to roll psych, and
I do not, because that's my dump stat.
But if you do roll it, then this could be some like weird fairy magic stuff.
Okay.
And the risk would be that weirder fairy magic stuff happens.
Let's just do a sway.
Okay.
I feel like we've poked the bear enough on this encounter, so okay.
Yeah.
My sway's pretty good.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Come on, give me some of that explodey fun. Gimme. It's 6 explodes.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. So you get what you wanted and you don't take any conditions, which you wanted a way to find him later. Right. So I think he says something. Your club was Das Bunker, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think he drops a catchphrase that
Mm.
the promoter who runs Das Bunker, who you've never met, is notorious for saying. Like, it's the thing everybody makes fun of him about. Like, when they impersonate him, they say this catchphrase.
Okay.
And he drops that, right? Like,
Okay.
it's
Okay, I
something
like
like, nobody gets the better of whatever. Right? Like, he drops this weird catchphrase that you've heard before. And you're like, okay, wait, I think I definitely have heard that before. That's 100%. That's exactly how they say it. Like, they do really good impressions. Is like the vibe you get out of that. So you're like, this dude is probably the promoter at Das Bunker.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, so you hear that, and then he like flies off, and then Seymour grabs your leg, and he's like, or not your leg, but he like tries to like get your attention, and he's like, "You really mean it? I'm one of you."
Who are you?
I'm so glad I'm inside.
Oh God,
Poor guy.
I'm going to die of secondhand awkward.
Oh wait, no. You're from our school, right? I've seen you. I've seen you.
Dude, we talked this morning in class.
We are
You're not
You
in my
just
music
said
class, dude.
that
You're not
he
in my
can't
music
hurt-
class.
You. And I think he turns around and he looks at Harold and is like, he said that, right? He screamed, "Seymour's one of us. You can't hurt Seymour." He screamed that.
Yeah.
On the
Seymour.
plus side, hey, listen, bud. It looks like the date was going all right. Huh? You both ended up here together.
And he's like, "Where are we?"
Outside the diner and stuff.
Last I remember, I saw you at the mall. I went in that store.
I looked for you at the mall forever.
And then I went to. I don't know. I bumped into Tina, and then this was it. Maybe she.
Well, it
knows.
sounds like you guys had a blast.
Maybe. And you see Tina is like kind of shaking her head, and like looking around, like what? And she's probably like standing in like, I mean, it's a diner parking lot, so she's probably like, ew, like standing on some trash or something. And she's like, what happened?
I kind of want to roll sway.
Okay.
To convince them that they had an amazing date and they've just ended up here and they're like kind of drunk.
Sure. Okay.
Like, so like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys hit it off as well as you did. Like, you guys went out drinking this early and like, now you got to get some greasy food to sober up for the night, I guess. Wow.
I think
Disco
this is
fries.
pretty easy because this is probably gonna be a +2 because one, they have gaps in their memory, so they're gonna want those filled. Like it was magically happened, so they're gonna want to like
I'm taking advantage of the situation to give them the Men in Black thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can roll sway and just add +2.
Oh. 7.
Okay. So I think that he buys it 100%. She seems skeptical, but like she believes the events happened, but she can't like figure out why she would have gone on this date. She's like, okay, but like, did you say something to me? She's like talking to Seymour now, and she's like, okay, but like, what did you say? How did you ask me out? Because I don't just go out with people. I don't remember what you like. And he has like this one moment to like be cool. And
Can Zach step in?
Yeah, sure.
So Zach's just gonna quietly lean in. he wants to get into Seymour's eye line, and he's just gonna do this.
He's gonna do eye contact. And so I think you do that, and he's just like,
For the listeners,
Oh
for
no.
the listeners, Seymour is just pointing at his eyeballs and then
Super
pointing back,
intense eye contact.
doing like this gesture of saying you should have intense eye contact with this girl
Oh,
right
the
now.
intense eye contact in the song. No.
and I think he looks her dead, like right in the eyes, and he's like, I must have just told you how beautiful your eyes are. And she looks like genuinely touched for a second, and she's like, buy me a coffee, and like storms into the place.
Astoundingly smooth, sir.
Because he told like the other day, if you don't remember that scene, he told Joe or he told Zach that he had pretty eyes.
That is true.
So he's like, oh right, say the pretty eye thing. Okay. So yeah,
We are nothing if not consistent, dear listeners.
so they make their way into the diner, and you see them walk by as the person says, what is your emergency?
It turns out it was raccoons.
You know, you're not supposed to call 911 for
Look, it sounded scarier than it was. I'm sorry to waste your time. And just Audrey hangs up like, whatever.
so there's a perturbed dispatch person somewhere.
I'm sure.
Yeah. What do the
There's a
rest
lot
of you
of
do?
I'm gonna head back outside and what the hell just happened?
Zach retires as a character. His whole season arc was just getting Seymour that date. I'm so happy right now.
Oh, and I think Harold. I think Seymour was definitely dressed in clothes from the place where you bought your goth outfit. Like he definitely went in there and bought something.
Nice.
Does he know how to put it together, or did he just put things?
I think
on
he
it?
No,
just
it is just like somebody walked by with a shotgun that shoots clothes.
Where does one buy a shotgun that shoots clothes?
Just
baseball
saying, we live in a
stadiums.
world with magic.
It's
Oh
true.
yeah, it's a t-shirt cannon, but filled with goth clothes.
Boof. Leather trench coat. Boof. Bondage pants. Boof. Fishnet stockings.
I'm glad someone got a happy ending. I think. We're
Hey,
not
have-
nearly done.
Have any of you guys been to Das Bunker lately?
Ew, no. Why?
Yeah.
I'm kind of going soon, but it's been a while since I was there.
You know, they could advertise a little better. I am just saying,
No.
nobody there speaks German at all.
Except there is this one German phrase this promoter guy keeps using.
Yeah, what is that?
Well, Vampire Miami Vice dropped it before he flew away. And the only time I've ever heard that phrase was from the promoter. It's
What was the phrase?
It's got to be him. He's got to be at Das Bunker.
All right, now we got to come up with the actual like catchphrase that he says all the time. Damn it.
It doesn't translate to English well.
Yeah, it doesn't translate well. That's
You know what it is.
What? Do I know what it is?
Have you been
it's
to Das
it's
Bunker?
probably something about like nobody gets the better of me, but like
Nobody gets the better of me.
right.
I mean,
Sort of
Back
what I
in-
thought too.
Okay.
it's in the 1940s radio voice. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Sir.
no.
You'll never catch me, cowboy.
It's lighthearted,
two,
but it's the
skidoo.
40s.
I used to hang out there back in my high school days, but I have an audition coming up with a band, and that's the venue we're gonna be playing at.
That's cool.
Well, we could go and check it out.
We can't go now, though.
Oh, small reminder that the reason you came outside was because the tracker had gone off.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because Mr. Larson
Oh,
drove
yeah.
by.
I feel like we've wasted a lot of time since then.
Yeah, but like we have a tracker, so
That's
we
true.
can catch up.
We could. Can we have this conversation in the car, like on the way?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
Cool.
drive.
I'll leave my car here if we all want to take one.
Sweet.
I
So,
do not have the car.
so we cut to the car. We cut to like y'all on the road. Kaz with the little thing out, navigating.
Does anyone who has any sort of enchantment want to help me undo whatever's happening here? And like Audrey points to her hair.
I can turn those into horns.
No, I just can we make it a normal color?
I mean, it's definitely some kind of illusion.
Yeah.
I would love to help with that. Can I do it like in
While
the
driving.
morning? Like after I get a chance to rest a little? Like
Oh, the
Fine.
scene ended.
Sun-
So,
Yeah.
end of scene stuff happens, which means you clear stress.
oh, okay.
Thank goodness.
And you can roll to get rid of one of your conditions to see if it's not as bad as it
Yes,
should
I
have been.
will do that.
Definitely getting rid of my weird hair color.
Assuming your dice are on board.
My dice. Yeah,
Hey.
dice allowing. So just
We
roll
just
that
need
die.
to beat a 4 to clear a condition.
If you beat a 4, you can rewrite it to something else. If you get an 8 plus, then it goes away.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
So if it doesn't work out, I can probably help with your hair.
I got a 10.
Hell yeah.
Wrecked it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's better than fine.
Your hair looks amazing.
Yeah, my hair's never looked better. Should definitely have that happen more often.
Nice.
It's like illusory conditioner.
Yes.
So we see all of you in the car, like, trying to clear
I
your
have
conditions.
defeated humidity.
And what does it look like? Is it like that scene in The Craft where you just, like, run your hand through your hair and it...
Oh man, that's actually a really great great effect they did for that. I almost kind of wanted it to be more of a like as we're driving and having this conversation, Kaz or Zach is like trying to get her hair to change color, and it's like going through different things just because it's funnier. But like by the end of it, it's been fixed.
Sure, yeah. I think...
Because Harold's driving.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. However it gets cleared is fine.
Yeah.
Kaz is kind of how you say, at a disadvantage when it comes to helping with illusion magic at the moment. So they might not be helping you.
It's just Zach braiding Audrey's hair.
It's actually like he's slowly like squeegeeing the illusion out of the hair and then like
Yes.
flicking it out the window.
Yes. That is exactly what's happening.
And it's just landing on the side of the car, so the car is just, like, covered in
Oh
this, like,
no!
orange, like, ectoplasmic
It's like-
goo.
Yes. It makes it go faster.
Yeah, racing stripes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yes, you follow the thing. This can be like the over the shoulder kind of scene where you all can work out what just happened. What song is playing?
Ooh.
Going through the playlist. Scrolling through, We Ride Tonight just pops up.
Is it something
Oh.
heavy or is it something kind of like light in the background?
It's how about Friday I'm in Love by The Cure?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So Friday I'm in Love by The Cure is on. Is this on?
Actually,
Your
maybe
radio
we
is
should
busted
save
in your
that and
car,
make it-
right?
I thought that there's like something like that.
So it's just like is this coming from is this just like the TV show has this song playing, but like it's not actually in the car?
Yeah, it's got to be that because I think that's what we did last time. Because that's why Zach and I had the long, super awkward drive.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you want to save Friday I'm in Love? Is that what you were saying, Claire?
Yeah, I thought of a better one, which would just be "Sweet Dreams Are Made of This" by the Eurythmics.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and stop because we don't want to get sued. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys are driving. What do you talk about?
Okay.
That's a hell of a thing.
We're taking stock of everything that's happening. So, as it stands so far, we busted an illegal light-borne smuggling ring. We're stalking our teacher, who is clearly a dark magic pusher, and
Well,
also,
I mean, we don't know that. We don't know that for sure.
clearly a dark magic pusher, and also now there's vampires. This is fine.
And a
I'm fine.
vampire
Yeah, was he-
specifically
was he
angry at
trying to-
us.
Was he trying to
Because-
drink from you? Like literally?
Yeah, he totally.
Honestly,
That was yes.
yes.
That was a thing, right? Like I saw the fangs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. 2 seconds later, and it would have been really gross.
I really don't want to know what happens to. I really cannot tell my parents I got vampirism along with everything else.
Yeah, that's also a tough one to like explain at the clinic.
Just go to the free clinic like, I'm a vampire. Anyway, this is what's the first problem we have to solve? What is the easiest problem we think we can solve?
Seymour's hungry. We need more tuna. You did so good. You did so good.
The cat is so cute. When did you get Audrey kind of like finally notices Seymour like, why do you have a cat? Never mind. Okay. Well,
From Jethro's little pet shop of horrors. He's a
God.
survivor like me.
I feel like the first thing we can maybe start to solve is finding out where our teacher's going.
Yes. And then what are we supposed to do when we get there? Get more evidence?
Maybe see who else is involved,
Okay.
Perhaps.
and
But
then we can
perhaps-
turn him into, I don't know, like the dean of students or something.
Perhaps if his destination may very well give us more information.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
we
don't
may be
think
able-
he's a bad guy, you guys. Like I really like maybe he's stuck in some bad stuff.
Do you still
But-
have the book?
He legitimately
have-
tried to send a monster to murder me.
We don't
You have
know it
another
was
lead?
him.
Oh,
It
somebody
was
he works
people
with.
connected to him, maybe, but I don't know.
Do you have another lead? So we
For
fought
me?
this one.
he
have
invited
no
me
other-
to be part of the group, and I can see from the inside.
Do you have the book still?
I don't see why that's important.
Do you have the book still, Zach?
Yes, I have the book.
Where is it?
It's here. We still had it. We were at the diner with it, I think. So it's still probably in your backpack, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe we can just do recon when we get to where Mr. Larson is. Mr. Larson, yeah? I can't remember now. Okay.
Yeah.
We
But
get to
look,
Mr.
if he's legit into some bad stuff, I'm all in. I'm just saying, and I talked to the dude. I don't think he's completely bad. I mean,
I don't think you can trust someone who's going to push that stuff on you. He sent a shadow hound after Harold.
I think that at the moment we are not threatening anybody, we are not planning on doing any harm to anybody. All we are doing is following someone because we are curious as to what they are doing.
You're not planning on doing harm to anybody.
Are
Is
you
there
planning
like
on
a-
doing harm to anyone?
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to do harm.
I'm not saying I'm not going to do harm. I never plan on doing harm.
Is there like a magical FBI? Like,
There's the
FBI?
Celestial Intelligence Agency.
Oh,
God,
okay.
I forgot about them.
Agency.
Yeah.
Mages.
So like, if we find out who these people practicing dark magic are, we can turn them in, right?
Maybe? Do you know how to call the FBI? Or the CM...
the Magency.
The Magency?
I mean, it can't be that hard. Like, you could use an operator. Be
Do
like,
you guys
"Hi."
trust the Magency?
This is
More than
also-
I trust people that already tried to kill me once.
accurate.
I've never had government agents try and murder me because I saw what they were doing.
That you know of.
Oh, that must be nice.
Should
Sorry.
I am sorry. I forget that you are American. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Keep setting those up. I'm just gonna keep knocking them down.
I'm sorry. It was too good. You broke me. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay.
So even if Mr. Larson is the least offensive of the group, he still told somebody that I did an illusion that showed him that I had remembered seeing them. A, and B, they like wiped my memory and sent me home that night. And then when that didn't work and they found out about it, they sent a shadow hound to murder me.
I'll read the book and I'll infiltrate. If that's what you guys want, that's fine. I'll do it.
No, I think that's a terrible idea. Man.
I just...
Zach, do you need me to ask you for the book?
Zach's just gonna hand the book to you. Just give it back to me tomorrow. I'm gonna pretend that I tried the rituals and I'm gonna give the book back to Mr. Larson.
Yeah. All right. And it's gone.
We'll just get recon for now. And then if an opportunity arises to stop whatever they're up to, if it happens to be nefarious, we'll take it. Yeah?
Yeah, of course. These guys are behind the whole unicorn thing.
I think Audrey flinches at the unicorn thing, but otherwise, like, fine.
Sidebar, like, if the scene is fading,
Mhm.
as the scene's fading, you hear Kaz saying, "What does this word nefarious mean?"
Yes.
And we cut to you pulling into what looks like an elk lodge or some sort of like meeting hall. And you can see there's like several cars in the park. Like there's like 4 cars in the parking lot. And the grounds seem to be like I don't know. It's a smallish building. There probably is like a bar and a hall. Like if you've ever seen an Elks Lodge or any sort of like those kind of meeting halls, there's like a ballroom area. There's a restaurant type bar area, and or not restaurant, but like a bar with a kitchen, and then there's probably some like offices there. But it probably says like local whatever lodge. Yeah, what do you all do?
What degree Freemason do you have to be to enter?
You don't have to be a Freemason
I'm
to go in
joking.
this
I'm
building.
joking. That's an outside thing.
It's a different kind of building.
Can we see people like headed in and out, or is it just, does it look like whatever's going on there has started?
Yeah, like whatever's going on there is probably started.
Huh.
Are
Kaz
there a
is
lot of
looking
cars
for
in the lot?
cameras and
There's like 4.
Are any of our are any of our parents in the Kiwanis Club or whatever?
the Elks Lodge.
The Elks Lodge Club?
No one is a prep, so no one can just say they're on the list.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing a prep can just do. So you probably don't have, unless there's like a really hard reason why they would be in this club. Like if anyone thinks that's.
I mean, like, it feels like I could say like, well, Audrey's parents are also kind of overachievers, but it's not enough for me. I don't think so. Like, it's not a solid enough reason.
Yeah. And it's just an Elks Lodge, so it's just the kind of thing where you just have to be a member.
Yeah.
It's not like secret government agent type or secret government, the mayor's not here like hobnobbing with rich people or anything.
I mean, yeah, there's always lying.
Right. Yeah.
Do you
Kaz
guys
is
hear a
hanging
baby?
back. Oh, sorry. I actually do have a baby. So I was like, Kaz is probably hanging back looking for like security cameras, to see like if they can sneak around and try and get in through the back or something.
Sure.
Um,
Go ahead.
I have a plan. It's a bad plan, but it's very much a Clara plan,
Okay.
except it doesn't involve cross-dressing. Usually Clara plans involve cross-dressing. So Audrey sort of does the thing that she's been doing. I think we can just get in if one of us says we're looking for our parent. Like, I locked myself out of the house. Can I get the keys?
Yeah, but then we will have to know the name of a member. Yeah.
Yeah.
They will
but
say, "Who is your parent?" And we will say, "What?"
I don't know. Somebody Smith. Unless somebody like Zach can look at a guest list or like a member list at the front, or if there's a plaque with people's names on it.
Yeah.
I don't know, with donors' names.
All right. So
That's my current plan.
It is an idea. I am also looking to see if there is security. Maybe we can go around the back.
So where do you pull in? Do you pull into the like front parking lot where all the other cars are? Do you park down the block? Where do you go?
I'd probably park a little down the block.
Okay.
But as we approach, I want to try and write down like all of the license plates.
Just take
Like
Polaroids.
little car descriptions. Yeah, but like a flash going off at night outside.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
There's
There's no night mode on Polaroids. Yeah, so you can definitely see the cars in the parking lot from this distance. I don't know if you can see their license plates yet. As you approach, you can see one security camera that's just sort of like pointed at the parking lot. Just like in case it's probably there to catch if people break into cars, kind of thing. That's what it looks like.
Any chance of going around the back before? I mean, I have no other solution right now, so.
So it's pointed away from the building, though?
Yeah, it's pointed like at the parking lot. So it
Okay.
probably catches. It probably doesn't see exactly the front door, but it sees like if you walked towards the building, and it can see most of the cars in the parking lot.
But okay, but what I would be looking for is like a security guard, like enough cameras where a security guard is watching.
Like a station.
Do you want to make like a mental roll?
Sure. D10. 3.
Okay, so yeah, there's nothing.
Cool. Is it 3 or lower or 2 or lower?
You get XP for a 3. Yeah.
All right. I think that I think we'll be okay. We just we have to look like we are perhaps not. Do you see this camera? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have to look. We have to look as though we are not going directly towards the building, so that if they are trying to see who has gotten in the past, they do not see us. Yeah. So we go around. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, and it has to do with technology, which is my geek, which means I get to take control of the scene.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. So
Ooh,
actually,
cool.
you shouldn't have had to roll for that then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if that's the case, then I wouldn't even make you roll. So I will tell you that no, it looks like there is really terrible security here.
Okay.
Awesome.
And there is no other security. It's just like someone put up a thing because someone was breaking into stuff in the parking lot.
Okay. So yeah, so Kaz explains there's like a little 2-second montage of like in a Bond or not a like in a Mission Impossible, like the old show where they're like saying it's a poorly guarded vault with one guard. And so like Kaz gives everybody else kind of that like 10-second overview, and it cuts to like everybody sneaking hilariously and unnecessarily around the absolute outskirts of where the camera would be seen before they wind up back at the door at the
Full
back
Scooby
door.
Gang.
Sure.
Yes.
In the process, Harold is able to like get a line of sight on the license plates and jot down the numbers with the car descriptions.
Okay.
We've gone
so yeah.
full Scooby Gang.
So you all make it to the front door of this place, and were you going to the front door, or are you just going
We were going
around
to the
this
back.
parking lot? Okay, yeah.
To the back.
We're trying to sneak in the back.
Sure. So you make it your way around the side of the building and get to the back. I think as you're moving along the side, you can see lights on in one of the windows, or like probably like 3 windows, where the other windows weren't lit up. Like maybe this is one of the meeting rooms or something like that.
Okay.
So
Having flashbacks to when we saw the first teacher cult.
So is the door locked?
so you get to the back door. The back door would definitely be locked.
Okay. What about the windows? Are they like easily openable or like or
Are
any of them cracked?
This is a world with telekinesis, so they probably have some sort of like. It's probably difficult for the type of lock on these windows to just telekinesis open.
Okay.
That's probably just like standard like house lock. It's probably not like the thing that just has to spin. There's probably like
and it's
2
a pretty
pieces
rough
where you have
neighborhood.
to do this and then slide it.
Right.
Yeah, because they have a camera. So you could still try. If someone wanted to try to telekinesis open the lock.
My thought was, Zach, do you have any traveler nonsense you can throw at that?
I wanted you guys to put more rope out there before I come in as the Deus Ex Machina. But yes, the short answer is yes. I could.
I conjure a key.
I was sort of sitting there like, I mean, Audrey might have a bobby pin. Like, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. But I mean, Audrey's pretty like classic way is gonna be to punch the window open and just open the door.
So if Zach is gonna do the thing, can I jump in and add some like, okay, so you are all like standing at a window, like, okay, so how are we gonna do this? So I could punch it, and like everybody's talking about the ways they're gonna get in, and Zach just like opens the back door from the inside and is like, hey, are you guys coming?
So what is that? What is that ability that you have?
What? You mean Seymour? I'm
How's
good
that?
at cats, I guess.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, then here we go.
Keep your secrets.
Keep your secrets.
Keep your secrets. Yeah, it's probably from Slippery or something, but after you.
You do have to spend a heart if you're using the default one, though. Okay.
I'm spending the heart.
Okay. Have all of you looked at the advanced abilities for your chosen abilities?
I haven't yet.
Oh, I need to look at the advanced. I haven't taken any advanced stuff.
Yeah, definitely check out the Traveler ones. They get a little bonkers.
I may or may not have not spent any XP that I probably should be using because I really need it desperately.
It's all good.
Are they is that in the second packet? Or
Yeah,
is
there was
that
like
in
a
the
little
first
pamphlet
book?
that I sent because that's
Yeah,
going to be
I
in the
remember that one.
updated text that's coming soon.
Oh,
I can't.
fudge.
Hey, how can we support this game, by the way?
Hey, if you want to learn more about Lighthearted and read about all this stuff that these cool characters can do, you can go to lighthearted.games with an S, and you can buy it. It's $9.87 on
That's amazing.
that itch.io store.
All right. Well, I will look up my advanced things later, and when I remember, I actually have homework for this class. In the meantime, we inside. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So Zach opens the door, and it's like 70s. Actually, this place, if it's the 80s, then this place is only a decade out of style. So the wood paneling is not even all that bad. By most people's houses probably still have some.
Fair. Do we hear mysterious chanting from any direction? Like.
You don't hear mysterious chanting, but you do hear raised voices.
I think for the funny, Audrey looks at the rest of the group and does does a series of very complicated hand signals that like maybe another cheerleader or like someone who had ever played football or watched football would get.
Zach nods knowingly and brings his horns out. I got this. Don't worry.
And I just assume like no one else gets what she's doing.
Nice.
I kind of do like the half-hearted, like, yeah, go us, thumbs up.
I look around going, what? Oh. And my little dude starts hopping.
So you can hear some noise coming from the kitchen, like dishes being cleaned. And you hear the voices in this other room, which is probably like a meeting room, something like that.
I sneak quietly over to hear better.
Okay. So you go and listen at the door, I assume. You hear Mr. Larson talking to several people, it sounds like. And he says, "We've tried sacrificing our own happiness. We tried siphoning it from that bonfire, where a kid drowned, by the way, and we tried using a fairy. It wasn't enough. I think we have to accept that our interpretation was off, and the only way forward is by getting a hold of a unicorn." And then a woman's voice, speaks up, and it's like, even if we had got a unicorn, we don't have half of what we need to complete the ritual. Mr. Larson's voice rebuttals with, "BU's alumni dinner is in a couple of weeks. That will give us a chance to get on campus and grab the rest of the supplies we need from the ritual chamber."
I wish we had an audio recording device right now. That would have been nice. Can we?
I don't
You
know.
see, can we conjure an
assuming.
audio recording device?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can conjure an audio recording device.
Audio
Or
recording.
a transcription device.
Transmitting
maybe. Well, but that
device.
wouldn't help.
Yeah, you could. Well, it would be difficult, but you could figure something out.
I wish I was playing the kind of person who took like verbal notes or something. That would have been really smart, but I'm not. This is fine. We have till the okay. Anyone else have a reaction?
Mr. Larson just say he wants to get a unicorn to sacrifice.
Yeah.
I think someone
What if-
comes out of one of the doors. Like, not the
Oh,
one
I
you're
was gonna-
leaning on, but the other one.
what if we tried to put a glamour on ourselves to make ourselves invisible?
That would be helpful, yes.
Yeah, just make it look like the hallway is as it was.
Yes, and I'm going to try to get everybody to concentrate with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone, see, and I go through the mechanics of how to create this particular spell.
This is definitely in
Zach
Harold's
looks very distracted through
Harold's
this
bag.
through these scenes.
Yeah, I can try.
And I can help, but you are better with this kind of magic than I am.
Yeah. Well, oh no, I don't have the stress. I still have a condition on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if you have a condition on blue, then you can't use blue. But
If
did you?
can he help me with? Can I roll it and he helps me with
Mental?
like glam? Yeah, either mental or glam to like make me believe I can do it.
Yeah, sure. Like you handle the heavyweight, like the light processing, and he just sort of describes how illusions work.
Yeah, and kind of it's like, yeah, you can feel yourself, you know.
Sure,
and
sure.
just
I'm down with that.
his gorgeous gothiness inspires me to, I can.
A guided meditation.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
of fuckery, but that wasn't in character, so it doesn't count. Okay.
First,
okay.
take a deep breath
Oh,
and feel like the world cannot see you, and nothing matters,
Okay, so I'm
and
gonna
light
be...
just passes through you.
I can be invisible, but only when no one is looking.
Perhaps you should put some clothes on if you'd like to continue fighting crime today.
All right, here we go.
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Oh,
And I
can I
got-
help?
A 5 for the coaching.
So we can only have one person help.
That's
other-
fine.
Yeah.
I was like, can I help due to a lifetime of making Harold feel invisible?
Oh.
Oh,
Harsh.
Damn.
man, I gotta take a condition.
But an 8 is enough. An 8 is enough to do it. So a woman exits the room. She's not dressed sinisterly. She's not wearing black robes or anything like that. She does look familiar to some of you. She was probably like your history teacher in high school.
I'm just trying to be quiet because the glamour they can't see us, but that they can still hear us.
You hear Audrey very, very quietly hiss, "Teacher cult."
And I think she looks over like, huh? And just sees the hallway and kind of like, and turns to walk towards the kitchen. And she goes and like she comes out of the kitchen a little while later with like a plate of sandwiches and goes back in the room, closes the door behind her.
Dare she be adorable?
They're probably sinister sandwiches.
Well,
That
The
baloney
reaction.
looks evil.
Dave's reaction is why I
sinister
said it.
sandwiches.
We're invisible, remember?
And I think you hear her voice, and she says, "All right, enough talk of. I don't want to talk about killing anything right now. Just let's take a minute and have a sandwich. Like, there's got to be another way."
That sounds very tasty. Do you think they would give us one?
Sinister sandwiches.
But I am very hungry.
Do you think any of those are tuna?
We're just at the diner.
And
That's not for me. It's for Seymour.
Seymour. Okay.
Larson goes, this is getting us nowhere. If we have any chance of bringing Bastion back, then this is it. This is our last shot.
Audrey has been mouthing things like, who's Bastion? And like, I knew it.
What is
And you
Bastion?
can't see her face because she's invisible.
No. Well,
We can see each other.
Can we see each other?
Well, I mean, that's up to Kaz, I guess. It was.
I was
Kaz's illusion.
picturing kind of like a giant invisibility cloak.
Sure.
Yeah, like we're all under the
under-
blanket.
Yes,
It's-
exactly.
yeah.
It's
That's
that
even
scene
better.
from Mission Impossible where they put the giant screen in the hallway
Yes.
and they're just slowly moving it forward.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
it. I love the idea that we're just like under a big blanket, like, and we can see each other, but like we're a little like shimmery or something for the camera effect.
Yeah.
But like, okay.
But yeah. So when you say who is Bastion, I'm like, what is Bastion? Because it's not a word that you would be taught.
Yeah, of
So-
course. But through context clues, one can assume not good. I think Audrey starts to like inch towards the door.
Actually, since Kaz is learning English as a second language, the only time you would have ever heard the word bastion would have been on your textbook.
Okay.
Fascinating.
So I have heard the word before.
Because the author of your Intro to Magecraft book is Bastian Kellner. And the geek might
Okay.
make that connection.
Okay. Do you think they are talking about Bastion Kellner?
Who?
See, also, oh, you're not in the class. You
It's
know,
not.
of course, Zach and Harold know.
Actually,
Bastion
I'm in
Kellner.
Intro to Magecraft. I sleep through it most of the time.
Because magic belongs in the hands of the people.
Not the time.
It's the author of the textbook for a class.
Oh, have I bought that?
All right.
It could be anything. Bastion means other things in English,
What else does it mean?
like a safe haven. I know for sure it probably is the dude, but still,
A safe hate. I do not know this term.
it doesn't matter.
What if they're
I'll-
trying to bring him back so that we can make magic available for everybody again? What if it wasn't supposed to be this hard?
What do you mean? This?
What if everybody could use magic easily?
Everyone.
What if that was
can.
always the way it was supposed to be?
What if this Bastion dude decided to turn evil and cause some kind of horribleness, and then
That's
he was
more-
banished to the realm of darkness?
What if a frog
See-
had wings and he wouldn't bump his ass when he hopped? What are we talking about?
Harold's making sense.
Like, until we do some research, we'll not know. And under the blanket of invisibility is not the
That
time to talk
sounds
about it.
exactly like what the Magency would want us to believe.
Audrey starts walking forward, and if I may, you can correct me if this doesn't happen. But you know when you're like in bed with somebody else and they start pulling the sheets, and so your options
Yeah.
are it goes or you kind of roll with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Audrey starts walking towards the door to get a better look and trying to take the invisibility with her.
Zachary is definitely trying to lean in closer to hear more and stay where he is.
I have
yeah.
no idea if that cloak is going with us.
So there, I think the last thing you hear of relevance is one of them say, "But will the ends justify the means, Frederick?" Your teacher's name is Frederick Larson.
Okay.
And I think at that they decide to end their meeting, and they start heading towards the doors.
Shit, go, go, go.
Seth way.
Scooby-Doo run as a pack.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get us further into the building than the doorway, as opposed to, because presumably they're going to be heading out the back door.
You came in the back way, and their cars were in the front.
Oh,
Okay, then behind.
Yeah.
In
Back
the doorway-
towards where we
yes.
came in.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you want to book it out. I think someone has to roll here. If any, so actually, we'll do this like a group action. So who's leading?
I will take
probably
the,
Audrey.
yeah, I'll take the lead on that.
Everybody okay with that?
Except
Yeah.
for my roll. My dice
Okay.
might not be.
Okay. So then, what does it look like? And then Audrey gets the roll.
So, I feel like Audrey, who was at the front kind of the pack towards like at the door, sees that everyone's starting to disperse and turns around and starts shoving them, like the group, out the back.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, so you start shoving. What does Zach do?
He's gonna go with, but I think we reach a moment where they get to the same window and Zach's on the other side. Come on, you guys, hurry up! And he's lifting the window for them.
Mm.
Oh, we're taking
The
the window.
soundtrack for this scene, by the way, is "Total Eclipse of the Heart" by Bonnie Tyler.
Is it sung by
Okay.
Zach?
It's the Zach version,
Yeah, it's the Zach version.
sung to Miss
Turn
Strauss.
around.
I like the idea that you were stuck in between the two doors. And so you're pushing back towards the back door, and then the turnaround comes in as someone else walks in. You have to back up this way. So you're like, so they're gonna have to walk through you. So Harold, what do we see Harold doing?
I think you're muted.
I think
Oh
you
yeah,
muted,
you're muted.
You
Sorry.
are muted.
There's a person coming at us. Yes.
Yeah.
And all right,
How close to
I-
the wall can we get?
I'm gonna reach in my pocket
Mm-hmm.
and just fling a quarter, like just down to the end of the hallway, so there's some noise out there. Like, get them to turn around, and then we can kind of creep by along the wall.
Okay, cool. So you chuck a quarter, and they definitely turn around. They're like, "What?" And I think all of them stop and look nervous and look at the back of the room,
Away from us?
like back towards where the quarter was thrown.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, towards where the quarters are. Okay.
Did you throw the quarter towards your exit or towards the into the building more?
Whichever way would get this person to kind of turn away.
So if they're so back towards the back door where you're headed.
Yeah.
So they all kind of stop and look to see what that noise was. And this is probably Larson who's at the back. And so he walks back towards the back door to go and see what it was. And we lost Kaz. But so what's the last thing we see? Claire.
I didn't, sorry, I feel like as I feel like this is the point where we say like there's someone we all really trust, like Harold's sugar daddy or the college the guidance counselor,
Miss Strauss.
Miss
Mhm.
Strauss. But I don't want to do that to either of you guys.
Oh, you mean that
Well,
one of them is there?
One of them is there, but I don't want to do that to you guys.
Yeah, I don't want to drag in a Bond as one of the bad guys.
Yeah. I will actually. I can offer you this. It could be
My dad.
Well, oh shit. Okay. I was gonna say I will offer you as we're going in, as we're one of the people we see who's leaving is Neil's dad
Ooh.
because he works at because Neil goes to BU,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's possible his dad is someone who works there who goes there as well, or
Yeah.
works there.
Yeah. Well, we know that Mr. Larson went there,
Yeah,
and he's talking about going back to the alumni dinner. So,
there it is.
so there are definitely people that go there. Okay, cool. So Neil's dad is in the teacher cult.
And you can hear Audrey like just go shit. And, like, because we've never seen this man before or anything, so you guys don't know who it is. But yeah, Audrey just like swears.
Nice. Okay, so
I would volunteer that in like I know who it is.
Oh, you know who Neil's dad is?
Yeah.
I mean, we all went to high school together. Like Neil went to our high school.
Like I probably specifically looked him up.
Oh. Oh God. Yes.
Yeah.
I need to know some information about this Neil character.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
So the two of you recognize Neil's dad.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
And then yeah. So Claire, Audrey gets to roll.
Oh God. What am I rolling? Bot or motor?
Probably motor,
Okay.
because you're being
Wait,
sneaky.
no, that's my better stat.
Yeah.
I'm fast. I'm faster than I am strong. Well, it's a 5.
That sounded like
Which is
one
a-
die. What
Oh,
emotion
shoot,
do you
you're
feel
right.
about this?
Ugh. God, I have no idea. I want to say, like, my brain is still like leaving it on orange only because this is, because
Yeah, this definitely feels vigilant.
Yeah, vigilant. As I say, there's no real role for. Well, that's a 1. So
Okay.
5. We got a
So
5.
5. So yeah. So that is like a mixed success. I think Mr. Larson is like, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna check out back. And he opens the door and makes his way outside. And the rest of them turn around, and the magic fades.
So no one is in the hallway now to see us
But you are now visible.
in the hallway
Yes.
with Larson in
And
the back.
they're out front, and
and they're
Larson's
in front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go into the meeting room.
Yeah. That makes sense. Hide out until they all leave.
Mm-hmm.
So
Zach?
let's catch up, Kaz. So Harold threw a quarter at the back to draw some attention, and Mr. Larson is going out back to check and see what that noise was. And
Right.
he tells the rest of them to go on ahead without him, and he's going to check out back, and then your spell fades because Audrey got a mixed success on the montage.
Don't let me roll things, guys. I think that's what
Cool.
we decided.
So they can see us now.
But they have turned and walked away.
They've left the building,
Okay.
but we're trapped between two of them.
But we're trapped between two of them.
I suggest we go into the meeting room. A, to find,
Yeah.
see if there's evidence, and
Yeah,
B,
that's where I'm gonna head, is into the open doorway.
Sure.
Into the end. Sorry.
So you
Sorry,
all
we
duck
can't do
in.
it more than that or I'll get sued.
You all duck into the meeting room. Do you close the door behind you?
No.
no.
Okay.
Which way was it? Yeah, left.
Yeah, had they left it open?
I think yeah. Well, Mr. Larson had left his open because he didn't get to close it because he heard a noise and
Mm.
yeah.
Is
the
there
light
like
out in there now?
The light would be out. Yeah.
is there like a PowerPoint slideshow that says like our evil plan?
You don't see anything like that.
All right, well, I'll look around.
At least nothing big, right? Nothing big on the walls that says our evil plan.
Audrey's gone like back to Scooby Gang mode, and she's looking for clues.
Cool.
So she's like, I'm looking for like a podium with notes on it, or I don't know, maybe someone left their wallet.
Sure.
Like an evil agenda in the wastebasket?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Kaz
like
is
you
try-
have.
Kaz is trying to keep an ear out, like they're in the doorway trying to like see like have they left? Are they coming back? What's going on?
Yeah. There's 2 sets of books. Show to the IRS. Don't show to the IRS.
Hey, I found the books at this pet shop that
Yeah,
were showed
that's-
to the IRS.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a thing.
It's almost
a
like
thing.
that's my favorite show. All right.
What show is that from?
That's from Producers.
Oh, okay. That's right.
All right, cool. So you head in. You're all looking around for clues. I think I need another roll here for like looking for clues.
I think I will specifically also go up to Audrey and be like, Neil's dad is in the evil teacher cult? What the heck?
He can't. I'm sure it's something else. He wouldn't. Mr. Russell wouldn't do that. But this is weird. Like,
Dude, he was right here.
denial is just a river in Egypt, my friend.
That was totally him.
It was, and I'm sure there's a completely normal explanation, and I will ask Neil about it when I see him.
You think that's a good idea? Hey, is your dad a secret evil cultist?
I'll look.
That's all. Kaz is just anxiously listening in the hallway.
I'm sure that there's an explanation. Maybe I can look around their house. I don't think that there's anything wrong with Neil or the Russells.
Well, maybe nothing's wrong with Neil and the rest of the family. I don't. But now he's on my list.
Of course he is. You've never liked Neil.
No, not Neil. Neil's dad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He was here in the room with all the cultists while they were talking about cult shit, killing unicorns.
You're not.
There's no getting out of that. That's you've waded fully into the evil lake at that point.
Then obviously we need to try to save them. Save him and the other teachers from their own stupid plan.
Okay.
Audrey is like is unwilling to admit that this is happening.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Take these feelings, you put them in a box, you just put that box away.
Put that box in another box and then mail it to yourself.
Then smash it with a hammer.
Yeah.
So while that conversation is happening, what are Kaz and Zach doing to look for clues?
I'm not looking for clues. I'm keeping a lookout.
Oh, good. Okay, so your lookout.
Zach has been not really looking for clues. He's been keeping an eye on Mr. Larson, just mulling everything over in his head, everything that he overheard, and yeah, that's where Zach is right now. He's not really actively looking for clues.
Okay.
But I would like to roll a mental just to see if he accidentally happens upon anything.
Sure. Okay. Roll at -2.
Okay. Okay. My highest is a 4.
Okay.
Totally not expecting this to work. So like, yeah, all good.
No. I think your cat takes off into the kitchen because he's hungry and he needs some tuna.
Yeah.
So like, I think you were, bumbling around and you found a leather like over bag, which you recognize as Mr. Larson's. But your cat runs off into the kitchen at the same time. So you can kind of go fetch your cat, or you can stay here and dig through that. It's like probably across the room.
Okay. Well, Seymour can take care of himself.
Okay. So you go and fetch his bag?
Yeah, I'm gonna look into the bag.
Okay. So you plop open the bag, and there's the Intro to Magecraft book. There's a history of Magecraft book with like a bunch of tabs sticking out of it, and then there's like a personal journal.
Can I take the journal?
Sure. Yeah. So you nab the journal, and then you hear like a crash and a scream in the kitchen.
Guys, that would be Seymour.
I don't think the rest. I think did Harold and Audrey actually end up looking for anything, or were they just sort of having that conversation?
I would like to look for things. Is that a roll for mental?
Yeah.
That's not good.
You can help each other, but I think that was a heavy conversation, so.
Yeah. Oh, cool. 5.
5. Okay, cool.
Of course, 4s explode, and then I get a 1 on the next roll.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. So you see, I think you find a shopping list. Or no. I think you find the stuff for the alumni dinner at BU. But it has the date and time on it.
Okay. Is that what I was invited to? I honestly can't remember still. I'm gonna have to rewatch the damn episode.
You could just call Neil.
I could. Or I could keep avoiding it.
That's amazing. So it's and there's probably like on the back scribbled a little bit of like it's probably like a shopping list, right? Like of like weird stuff you've never heard of.
Yes. Sinister shopping list.
Yeah, on the back of the alumni dinner thing.
Audrey definitely holds it up and like points it like at Harold and Cass, like sinister shopping list.
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay. But like,
I
we need to get out of this room. If he left his bag in here, he's gonna come back for it in like a minute.
Oh, did he? Oh, we should go.
So let's go in the kitchen.
Yeah, you all just heard a scream and a crash in the kitchen.
Oh.
But isn't the kitchen directly across the hall from the
Yep.
from the room that we're in?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, we will wait and we will see. And when they're all inside, we will go to the back. Yeah.
Zachary is going to look around at the ceilings. Is there a fire suppression system in this building? Like sprinklers overhead?
Yeah, I mean those are. I guess a fire suppression system isn't required in a building, but you know what? I like it. I think that's fun.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
there's
Sounds
totally
like
one
something
in there.
Bruce Willis would do in the
Yeah.
Nakatomi Towers. So that's
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of sprinklers in each room.
Guys, I think I hear a fire in their bathroom.
Definitely. Did you set it off? Are you gonna set off the sprinklers or?
I'm gonna see what you guys think.
Oh, for
first.
sure. Do that thing.
I'm
please.
learning to adult.
This is adulting.
Yes.
B&E. I am pro this plan. I think Audrey definitely just.
Go. Yeah.
I like that the adult thing to do is just check with someone before you set off the fire alarm.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. I'm gonna whip out my lighter and
Oh,
start.
I thought you meant just pull an alarm. You meant set a fire.
No. I'm trying
it
to
up to
trip
the sprinkler
the
system.
sensor.
Yeah.
I know, but that's definitely. I think that's
Yeah.
both Clara and Audrey's reaction at that point. Like,
Yeah.
shit.
So the sprinklers go off in the whole building. And someone soaking wet comes running out of the kitchen and falls down in the hallway.
Who is it?
It looks like the one person who was just like a worker here, who like is the
Oh,
person who
poor
runs this
worker.
place.
Oh.
I feel bad.
Yeah, so Kaz sees them come running out and slip into the hallway, and they look back and they're like, like head back towards the front and just try. Or actually, I think they run out the back door, leaving it open.
You think Larson's
That's
gone by
they
now?
go.
Yeah, what do you all do?
Get the cat. Get out.
Yeah.
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 You think it's
Head
been long
to the
enough that
kitchen.
the people are out from the front door? From the front?
Yeah, you could probably make your way out the front.
Okay. I just don't want to like run out to the parking lot and have all the people be like, "Where did you guys come from?"
Oh, no, it probably hasn't been long enough for them to have like gotten in their cars and left.
Gosh darn it. Okay. Well, back to the kitchen.
So you get into the kitchen, and the cat is laying on a big platter, and its belly is like huge. And there's like a ham bone, like from a big ass ham, like just on
my
the
God.
platter next to it.
I love that cat.
Oh, Seymour.
Oh, Seymour.
What did you do?
Whatever it is, it terrified that dude in the kitchen.
I was gonna
Came
say
in.
like
Ate the ham bone whole.
probably. It isn't. It is not a normal cat.
Dimensional horrors spew from Seymour's mouth when he eats.
Oh, it's like what's the cat in
Goose.
in
Yeah, Goose.
oh
is the
yeah,
cat.
it's like Goose, where it just like opens its mouth. It's like tentacles.
Yeah.
Probably not tentacles, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess can we get out through a window here? Like I'm trying to figure out how
There
to
would have
leave
to
without
be a
being
door
seen.
on the kitchen.
Yeah, we'd have to. I just don't want to be seen. But
Someone can peek out and see if anyone's looking at the door to the kitchen.
yeah, I'll look.
Oh.
Cass?
No. Sorry, I was keeping watch in the other room, not in this room.
Yeah, I'll check and see if the coast is clear.
Sure. Yeah, so you peek your head out. You see Mr. Larson, like, booking it back towards the building.
Cool. When he goes into the building, when he gets into the room with where his bag was, we'll just leave.
Okay.
That's my plan. Unless you guys think of something else.
Yeah.
Nope. That's easy
No, I
enough.
think that's great.
And just run.
Yeah. So you duck around the thing and it fades to black. And where do we pick up?
Back in the car on our way
Okay.
to go home, go to our respective homes.
Now soaking wet.
Yeah.
My car is still at Debbie's.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that one of the hardest things about this game apparently is figuring out whose car is where.
Yeah. Transportation.
It is the problem of all teenagers.
It actually is. My car is at Debbie's.
and someone's got to drive me back because I got to go get my car.
Do you guys remember places?
Ugh,
You used to
going
go to-
places.
And then if you didn't like this place, you'd be like, "This place is lame. Let's go to another place."
Fascinating.
Good times, man.
Good
Good
times.
times.
Places.
Yeah, so I guess we pick up back in the car as like we're headed back to Debbie's.
Cool. So I think we see all of you soaking wet in the car, like coming to grips with that, and Seymour like curled up in between whoever's in the back seat, sleeping off their food coma.
He just looks happy.
And then we get back to Debbie's. Do you all go inside, or is it, or are you just getting your car?
That is up to everyone else.
I'm just all about getting home at this point.
Okay. So,
I think
we
it's
can,
late.
We can just like say everybody gets home safe. If anybody wants to do like I'm gonna read the journal tonight kind of stuff, cool. Otherwise, we'll just cut to the next day.
I need to call Neil at some point.
Do you want to do that now?
I keep putting it off, but I feel like I probably should do that.
Okay. So where do we see Audrey finally settle down to call Neil?
I think unless anyone has anything they want to do before they all head home, I think Audrey will do that when she gets home. And she has like the quintessential kind of 80s girls room where it's she has her own phone line, or not her own phone line, but she does have her own phone in her room. You know, for little siblings to listen to for no reason. But It's I'm trying to pull up the picture I have of Sarah's room from the Labyrinth because I like it. It's definitely, I feel like in the 80s, like in 80s movies and stuff, all of those where is it? I feel like a lot of those bedrooms, like even in Clarissa Explains It All, which is later. It's this weird combination, 90s, but it's this weird combination of like really childish still, and then like they've just sort of slapped teen things on top of whatever was childish before that. So that's more the feel. It is very Sarah from Labyrinth.
Nice.
How dare you call me out this way?
Literally looking at rag dolls my aunt made me when I was born. But yeah,
cool.
so yeah, that's sort of the mood of it is, you know, it's definitely just layering things on top of things as you get older.
Yeah.
But so she's sitting, she does have her own phone, so she doesn't have to go downstairs and have this conversation in front of her parents.
Yeah.
And it's not sinister. It's not weird.
Is this like sportswear and hair in a towel because you got soaked?
Yeah, it's PJs and hair in a towel, but yes.
So we see Audrey in her bedroom with like childish things there, plus like a big sports poster. Or is it sports posters or like band posters?
Oh heck yeah. It's both, I think.
Okay.
There was a
like
unicorn
cheer
or something.
posters.
Oh shit, yes. There was a unicorn painted on the wall when she moved in. Like she refused to move into her new bedroom unless a unicorn was painted there. Unless the unicorn was there. And that unicorn is now covered in boy band posters and like a very large Whitney Houston poster and like cheer posters. And there are cheer trophies all over the, like on shelves and stuff as well.
Nice. Okay, cool. And then so we get the, you know, dial the phone. Like is there a sigh first or
a sigh?
Yeah, like is this a happy call? Is this okay, we're gonna finally call Neil?
Yeah, she does. She rifles through her agenda first to be like, did I write it down?
Okay, first of all, is it beige, avocado, or Garfield?
The phone?
The phone, I was picturing beige, but I like Garfield. It's beige. I don't want to go as far as Garfield. I feel like Garfield isn't quite right.
Rotary or push button?
Rotary. Oh my God.
All right.
I love rotary phones.
Yeah, because you never used one.
They're so novel.
Oh my God, they're the worst.
They're the worst. Oh my God.
Know.
Okay.
You call your friends and neighbors instead of your friends.
So you dial up Neil, and I think this is his dorm room because he lives at BU now.
Oh,
and,
yeah. I forgot.
Yeah. So I think a girl answers.
Hi.
And she's like, hi, can I help you?
I'm looking for Neil Russell. I must have the wrong number.
Oh, no. I think he's around here.
Sorry, quick question. Who is this?
I'm trying to think of a name we haven't used yet.
It's another fucking Tiffany.
Kimberly.
It's Kimmy. I can't do Kimmy. You all know a Kimmy. Kimberly.
Oh,
Can it be one of the Tiffs?
Let's do Carrie.
Oh,
Carrie.
no.
Carrie.
Yeah.
Terry.
Oh, hi, Carrie. Why are you answering Neil's phone?
It's also my boyfriend's phone.
Huh. Fascinating. How long have you two been together?
Well, I mean, me and Steve have only been together for like a week or two.
Wait, what?
It's his like roommate.
Oh, his roommate. Okay.
And she's like, oh, no, sorry.
I think, thank God. Cool. Sorry, you said he'll be around shortly, or he's
Oh, sorry. Yeah, hang on. And she's just like, meow, like she just screams out into the like you hear people partying in nearby, and Neil makes his way to the phone, and she's like, I think it's like your girlfriend, probably. She like,
What gave it away?
I think it's like your girlfriend, probably.
I think it's
Accurate.
it's funny because like Audrey probably is like, I was gonna break up with him, but I wanted to do it. It was. She's just like, I think the fact that like he might have like cheated on her is upsetting, but like not because he like, oh, he's probably not faithful, I probably should break up with him. It's more like a, hey, wait a minute.
I'm supposed to be the one that gets to do that part.
That was my spot to blow up.
Yeah.
So it turns out not to be the fact. And he picks up the phone and he's like, babe, or actually, does he call you? What's his pet name?
What's a shittier pet name than Babe? I'm trying to think. I feel like it's probably a Babe. It's not a cute. There's no like interesting pet name I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay, so he's like, babe.
Hey, I'm so sorry. I just completely dropped the ball, and I just wanted to see how you're doing.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing good. I didn't even think you had this number. I mean, I thought I gave it to you, but then you never call, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's been really crazy here. I'm so sorry. I think you invited me out to something.
Yeah, it's like this gala or whatever. I don't know. It's like a alumni thing. I'm supposed to meet people. You're gonna come, right?
Yes, that's Friday, right? Wait, when is that?
Yeah, it's next. Well, yeah, it's a week from now, Friday.
A week from now. Okay, cool. I just wanted to tell you I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, me too. Do you want to get together this weekend?
Yeah, of course, she says without checking her schedule because she's an idiot.
Okay, great. That's cool.
I'm sorry,
really...
you're probably super busy.
Oh, yeah, I mean, kind of, but also it's like really hard here.
What do you mean?
Well, like, I mean, I thought a sports scholarship meant you didn't have to like try for your classes, and they're like making us do class. I tried to tell them I had practice. They didn't even listen.
Yes. That's kind of that's part of college, I assume.
Yeah, but I don't know. You look different on TV.
Well, I'm glad you're really enjoying the opportunity you have at BU.
Yeah, no, it's a great opportunity. The parties are awesome. You should come. Like, why aren't you going here?
I don't know. I assume I just didn't stack up.
Oh.
And like I like Audrey sort of like looks at there's probably still somewhere in the room the like, we're sorry we were denied like we we're not accepting you this year, or she was waitlisted, and then like, because I think she had the scholarship and then somebody else took it.
Someone screwed it up for you.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who it was. It is a mystery. But it is the greatest mystery of our time.
And being the bastion of totally letting things go and being totally okay with everything, Audrey definitely hasn't thrown out that letter. So, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I in 2 years maybe I'll be there, babe. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's hard, there's like parties all the time and it's like so many new people. So I just wish you were here.
I do too.
And I think there's like a holler in the background, like like you hear like girls screaming in the background or whatever. And he's like, I think I gotta go. But
have you talked to your dad lately?
My dad?
Yeah.
No, no. I mean, like a couple weeks ago when he dropped me off. I haven't talked to him since then.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, no, that's not true. Yeah, I went by the house and Mom said he was acting weird. But Dad's just weird.
Yep. Dads are weird. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you Saturday. But I don't know what day it is.
I'll come pick you up. When you get off work on Saturday?
I actually get off. I get off at 5.
Oh, sure. I'll be there.
Cool. I'm gonna forget about that immediately.
Yeah.
But we all know I'm not gonna be home.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll come pick you up.
Awesome. I cannot wait.
Okay. No, wait for me. And then like you hear him like, okay, bye, and he like hangs up the phone and like runs off to go do some stuff.
That was sufficiently awkward. Cool. Audrey does not write down that she has a date at 5 tomorrow.
Okay.
It just, that information is gone. I don't know where it went, but it's gone now.
Okay.
Maybe it's not. Who knows?
Okay. So yeah. So that we cut from there unless Audrey has any more things she does in her room.
Nah, but I will add in that she is definitely also wearing like a shirt from seventh grade when you go to summer camp and they all like sign it and stuff. Because I like that.
Aw. Anybody else have a home scene before it's 9:40? So we'll probably wrap up here after whatever little vignettes we want to do. Okay.
Kaz just flops into so I imagine that Kaz has like her house is a 2-story house with a garage that would be like great if there weren't like 15 people living there.
Mm-hmm.
So it has like 4 bedrooms upstairs, so it has like boom 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 with the master, and then downstairs it has a big living room and then like the kitchen, dining room, and family room. And Kaz has just like the front half of the living room sectioned off with like a bed sheet thrown over a clothesline. And they also put up like something on the top so you could like stand at the banister and look over into their space. And they just kind of close the door and flop on their bed and like fully dressed and just close their eyes and try to sleep.
Nice. Can there be like, because your room is like super punk, right? Like your area.
Mm-hmm.
Can the area you had to get through be like super girly with like a David Hasselhoff poster?
Absolutely.
So it's like this super big contrast.
And the transition from Audrey's scene to Kaz's scene, it's the same David Hasselhoff poster.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It like zooms in on David Hasselhoff and then pulls out. What's one of David Hasselhoff's songs? That I think that's what we close on.
Oh God.
I'd like to throw in a quick scene
sure.
for Zach, I think.
Yeah. So we see that like David Hasselhoff thing and Zach or Kaz flop, and then it cuts to the same David Hasselhoff song coming through like a hot wired radio in the or is this at the junkyard or is this somewhere else?
This is at the junkyard.
Okay.
I like the idea of we cut back to the same Hasselhoff poster, but when we zoom out this time, it reveals that this is the interior office area of the now defunct junkyard. And Zach is like, what is this? What is this shit? And he just tears the poster down. And
do we want it to be
realizes,
Oh, sorry.
he tears the poster down and he realizes the poster was serving as a wall that was covering up some missing plaster.
So it's like
he's like deciding if he wants to put the poster back on for a bit.
Do we want the song to be Je t'aime means I love you or Dance Dance D'Amour?
Dance Dance D'Amour.
Oh,
Dance Dance D'Amour.
I just
sounds more
looked up
like
Looking for Freedom.
Oh.
Mm.
Wait, what song?
Sorry.
I don't know any of these songs. Whatever song, I'm about to make it a bit somber. So whatever. would work for that.
Okay. So we'll just say a somber David Hasselhoff song is playing. And
Yes.
go ahead, Joe.
Zach walks outside. He's pulling the cord to a generator, and it's taking him a while to get it going, but eventually it kicks in and lights blink on. Kind of in the surrounds of the area, there's a few lights. The office gets powered up. And finally, he cracks open the journal. And he spends the rest of the evening reading Mr. Larson's journal. And I think there's a few time-lapse cutaways where he's like flipping through, and he's pacing, and he's like, he's probably reading some not cool stuff.
Yeah. I think one thing that he does find, like, he's seeing some not cool stuff, right? He's seeing like his descent into being tempted by darkness.
Yeah.
But he finds the reason that he's doing all of this.
Yeah.
And he believes that bringing back Bastion Bastion was banished because he knew how to get rid of the darkness. So that's what he thinks he's doing this for. And so he's justified it to himself, like in the margins, as like horrible things are in here, right? Like he had to sacrifice a thing, or he he lost his wife, and then it's like, but it'll be worth it when everyone is free, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zach's just gonna struggle with that for the night.
So, and I think that's where we fade out. Go ahead.
I think that the end for Harold is on the phone with Maggie, right?
Amanda, the girl who wrote her number on your arm.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. Wait, is the number still there, or did it get washed off with the fire?
It was a Sharpie.
Okay.
It'll be there for a while.
Okay, cool.
So don't go on a date with anybody else for a minute.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Audrey definitely has not noticed the arm number apparently, because Claire forgot it was there.
I think he wears long sleeve.
Yeah, I wear long sleeves.
Yeah, you wear long sleeves.
But I think it's probably a phone call, and then I'm playing the David Hasselhoff song, like
in the background
over the phone. No, like over the phone. Like,
oh,
here's this weird song. I thought you might like it. Playing it over the phone, and then he falls asleep before the song even finishes.
Nice.
That's kind of cute.
That's awesome.
It is cute.
Okay, cool. So and then it, like, I think it fades out with that, and the song plays over the credits. And we can do XP. And like recap and stuff.
Woo.
So, first off, if you hit any of your XP triggers on your malfunctions during the thing, you can mark those down if you didn't.
Unless you count, does getting almost murdered by a vampire count as doing something difficult for a friend?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well,
Yeah.
I defended somebody,
Yeah.
and I helped my teammates without correcting them. So I'm gonna give myself 2.
Nice.
I feel like part of me is like, I don't want to gain heart for stuff because heart resets every episode, yeah? Or every scene.
Yeah, you don't need heart at the end of a session.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
At some point, I will have to date somebody I shouldn't date.
Oh, I thought you could use XP to permanently increase your heart.
You can.
Can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
then
what I
the
thought.
beginning
It
of
would
that
just,
session,
instead
you
of
start
resetting
with
to
more.
3, it would reset to 4 or 5 or however many times you did that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you would spend 5 XP to say, I now start with 4 heart, or I now start with 5 heart. It'd be another 5 XP to go to 5, and so on.
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
So yeah, so once if everybody has looked at their malfunctions, Joe, did Zach hit any?
I don't think I hit any this round.
Okay. How about Harold?
I'm giving myself one for telling someone I like them for the phone call to Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
And then one for pushing through a hard situation to try and help people with the vampire thing.
Yeah.
Instead of running away.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
Hold on. Does Harold... Okay, I just looked at your malfunctions. You have one for gain a heart when you say something creepy to your crush.
Yeah. I gave myself a heart for recognizing Neil's dad.
No, I love it. I was just like, oh, wow. I love it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step up my traits a little bit because I've
Okay.
got 10 XP. So I'm gonna take my glam up to a D6.
So definitely before you do that, look at those chosen ones, the chosen advanced abilities.
Okay.
There is one that improves your familiar, your wisp, so that it can take stress for you.
Ooh.
And you get to pick another thing on top of that.
Is that going to be in the main core book or in the...
It's in that little thing, the chosen abilities packet I sent you guys.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Somebody might have to resend that to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that again.
I'll just briefly talk about what some of them are. So the warrior gets things where they can do impossible feats for a heart. So like you can leap an impossible distance or lift something impossibly heavy, or I forget some of the other ones. But yeah, you can spend heart to do like Hercules crap.
Hell yeah.
The celestial gets all sorts of like different types of prophetic abilities.
Yeah.
The traveler gets like super teleports. Like they can start dimension traveling at some point. The mage can like buff up their familiar, or they can boost like the types of spells and stuff they can do. But yeah,
I might take that part of me is still like, I don't know, man. I am hurting on these rolls. I need to figure out. I'm wondering if there's a way to boost that.
Oh yeah, or you could just boost your stats.
Yeah.
Like if that sounds better to you, then you can increase your stats for 5 as well.
We'll see.
Okay, cool. So the other thing we didn't do is if you hit your schedule. So if you mentioned the stuff in your schedule, you can get 1 XP, or if
Do
it
I
was
get- Do I get XP for adding to my schedule?
yeah. So
was
I
bad.
think your schedule, like, let's see, what did you do today for your schedule?
Oh, I did mention that I get off work tomorrow at 5.
Yeah. So
If
yeah.
that counts.
And she also straight up told the vampire, "No, I don't have time for your business.
Right.
I'm too busy."
That is
Yes.
absolutely correct.
Yeah.
That is 100%.
I do not have time. I also hit 16 XP. I should probably spend it on something.
Yeah.
I don't have time for this vampire encounter because
I'm just too
I literally-
busy for the vampire encounter.
I literally do not have time for your problems. I'm dealing with mine.
I think Zach mentioned he has the gig coming up with his band at Das Bunker.
Mm-hmm.
Would
Yeah.
that count?
Yeah, totally. And yeah, let's see. How did Harold do? Did Harold hit any of his stuff?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Intro to Magecraft came up a little bit.
Yeah, I did say like, "Hey, I learned this new thing."
Oh,
if
I
that
mentioned
counts.
my thing, but
Yeah. So yeah, that's probably one.
Okay.
Cool.
So for the advanced chosen abilities, is it 5 XP to choose one of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are nuts.
Yeah, they are pretty
Wait,
extreme.
where? Someone tag me where they are because I do not know where they are in the thing. Oh wait,
Here, I'll
Here.
found it. I had to ask.
I can tell you what the warrior specifically gets.
Hold on, I'm looking at them now. Oh shoot! I can take conditions for other. Oh, that's a terrible idea. Don't let me do that.
Heroic defense, gain a heart when you take a condition for an ally.
I really want that because that sounds like it's never gonna go wrong.
Or you can get heroic resistance. You can spend a heart to prevent a physical condition.
Or I could throw heavy things. These are all like appealing to the meathead in me.
Yeah.
I have a question about the chosen abilities.
Uh-huh.
How is it 5 per ability, or is it?
Yeah. So, like,
Okay.
if you wanted to buy Fantastic Familiar, it costs 5 XP, and you get to pick 2 of the options for Fantastic Familiar. If you wanted to
Okay.
buy Complex Casting, then it costs 5 XP to buy Complex Casting, and you gain a second wave affinity.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
If I have a second wave affinity, affinity, do I also have a second familiar?
No, your familiar is like a little ball of 2 colors.
Oh, my familiar gets a die job.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Think Inside Out when you learn complex emotions.
Oh.
Oh my
okay.
god.
What's that?
What? Just the sound I made is.
No. I'm taking intro to coaching, which
Yeah, you
means
are.
I could take the ability called timeout.
Yes.
What's that?
Sometimes things get out of control and you can reset it. You can call a timeout and roll sway, and on a 4 or above, everyone just stops and gives you a second. At 8 or higher, you can get your allies just out.
Nice.
I'm like, yes, I will take the Zach Morris timeout. How many
Yes.
points do I have to spend for that?
5.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm
man.
gonna take complex casting and add blue
Okay.
because I did the thing with blue during the game,
Mm-hmm.
during the session. So I'm just gonna say that I liked it so much that I decided to pursue that.
Yeah,
to
for
continue to
sure.
pursue that.
And
And then
so
I'm also
yeah, you may now cast complex spells that combine the effects of both your wave affinities. If you would mark stress in either emotion from casting, you may choose to mark stress on the other emotion.
oh okay. Additional.
And because it's a wave affinity, you also get it like boosts it 1 step.
Awesome. So blue magic, no matter what, is higher
rolled 1
than
step higher,
it should
kind of
be.
like just the same way as your yellow.
It's like yellow. Okay, great. Yep. And so I'm gonna take that, and I'm also gonna take familiar, but I haven't figured out fantastic familiar, but I haven't figured out which ones I'm gonna take yet.
Okay.
Huh.
Dimensional hop looks horrifying.
It's awesome, right?
I am so scared.
I really hope
It's so awesome.
I
It is
really
so
hope that
awesome,
you
but
take
oh
it.
my god. Oh
It's
my
only
god.
gonna end
Well, the thing
well.
is, so dimensional hop for the people that might be listening, you roll and then you roll on a table of where you end up in the dimensional hop, and these are places where you kind of don't like. There's no good option. So, like, you get this awesome power to pop in and out anywhere, but like where you end up on the interim is very scary.
only if you roll
But
7
the
minus.
scariest, but the scariest thing though is if I take dimensional hop and the buddy system, I get to pull someone with me, which technically means I can leave them there.
I hate and love that. Please take that ability.
I'm so
Hi,
scared
Mr.
of this, but
Vampire.
I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna spend all 10 of my XP to get buddy system and dimension hop
Nice.
because this is just too bonkers to not try.
So I have a dumb opportunity within 9 to 5 called Check in the Back, where I can be like, oh, I can check it. If we're at Debbie's Diner, I can just be like, I need to check in the back for something and come back with something that definitely wasn't back there. And it's tempting, but I feel like it's not going to be as useful as I want it to be.
You don't have to be at Debbie's Diner to use it.
Oh shit, I could just check. Like I could check my car or something.
You just say check in the back. You can say you're going to check in the back and leave a scene for a few moments. When you return, you can have one item that definitely didn't exist before you went to check.
Oh, that's tempting.
It's a free invent an item, but you have to like leave for a bit.
Yeah, I mean I'm never putting that unicorn horn. Like I'm going everywhere with that damn unicorn horn. I don't care anymore.
Hang on a second, guys. Let me go check on something, and you come back with a unicorn.
Yeah, like, will this help? But I actually think I'm gonna take some of the. I have 11 XP to spend, so I'm probably actually gonna spend them on some chosen abilities. Cause why not continue getting hurt from my friends? Let's see.
My my familiar now can speak in German, and and can take my stress for me.
Nice.
So it's is my German stress bar, yeah, and is blue and yellow like the joy and the sadness.
When you take the stress one, does it get fatter? What does it do?
It turns gray.
Oh.
One of his colors turns gray when that happens.
Oh, when you put stress on him, he goes gray for a bit. Oh.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
And he looks kind of like sad.
Oh. Okay, cool. Well, that sounds like our game. Thank you everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Join us October 5th. Yeah, the next one is in October. That's how time works. Join us October 5th for our next session. If you want to catch up on past episodes or find all of the other APs on the Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org/shows. If you'd like to learn more about Lighthearted, you can go to lighthearted.games, GAMES. And if you'd like to learn more about me, you can follow me on Twitter at Kurt Potts. That's where I talk about games and stuff. And yeah, I'm going to throw it to the cast here. So if they have anything to plug or just want to say who they are and where to find them, Dave.
Hi. I don't really have anything huge to plug other than be on the lookout. I may occasionally stream Microsoft Flight Simulator on my own Twitch channel, which is just CA Sith Lord, like my Twitter. So you could check it if you want to maybe see me buzz past your house and likely crash into it. It's sort of a fun way to like tour around places. It's not so much of a game as a simulator because it doesn't really have game mechanics in it. It's just I'm flying an airplane and it's pretty legit and it's easy to crash. So props to all the real pilots out there because I haven't died yet on an airplane. So good job.
I like that you qualify that with yet.
Yeah, well, and I will retract my positive vibes if that happens.
Posthumously.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Clara.
Hello. Thank you for watching this. What am I doing? I am all over the internet as clearly _golden, unless you're into mermaids, in which case I'm Mermaid Clarity on Instagram. Maybe I'm doing things there. Who knows? I don't post things. I'm also on Games We Never Played, this month's podcast, where we have been playing Dresden Files, which is a Fate Accelerated game. This week we've just released the second half of our actual play. We did 2 episodes of actual play, and next week we will be releasing our review of the game, which is excuse me, which is always my favorite part. Excuse me, will I die? Apparently someone heard my review and doesn't like it. But yeah, it's a good time, and I think I'm gonna be on there for a while, so you can always check in there on games we never play.
Nice. Claire.
Hi, I'm Claire. You can find me pretty much everywhere at CBDubs, SEEBEEDUBS. My Twitter is mostly political shit, and occasionally I'll have a good joke. But I wanted to talk about the Red Cross, that they are very low on blood. So if you are a person who is amenable to donating blood and has the ability to do so, they would appreciate it if you would make an appointment.
Thank you. Joe.
Hey everybody, I'm Joe, and you can find me here on this channel on most Monday nights, either here for Lighthearted, or you will find me here on Monday nights for Great American Witch, which is coming into our penultimate episode very soon. I think we are 2 episodes out from wrapping the entire storyline. It's been a crazy ride. So yeah, looking forward to that. If you haven't watched any of those, I suggest watching from the beginning, because the plot moves and there are a lot of twists that you might miss if you hop in now. So if you're into witches defending themselves against other horrible supernatural things while trying to not tear each other apart, that might be something you want to listen to, binge watch, or binge listen, however you like to do it. Highly recommended.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.